Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to give me my 40 bucks or do you not?
I'd be glad to give you 40 bucks. You've
Okay.
never asked me directly for 40 bucks, Phil. All you've done is lie about me.
I've sent you multiple emails. I've shown it on video.
You've never sent me.
Do you want to send me? Do you want to give me my $40 in my hand, or do we want to walk off? Because I do not have time for your bullshit.
Philip.
You can give me $40 now and shut me up, or I can walk off because I have things that I need to do.
bclaymore@gmail.com. I've asked you many times.
I've sent it to you on Patreon multiple times. I don't know your Gmail.
bclaymore@gmail.com.
I've sent it to your Kickstarter. I've sent it to your Kickstarter multiple times, multiple messages.
Let me ask you this, Philip. Is that a reason to just attack me out of the blue?
Attack for you for what?
That you made up?
What did I make up?
Really? Your very first video about me was completely invented, and you know that.
Which one?
I had no idea that you were this crazy SJW.
State something that you just engaged me.
So you can put it on your video. That's right. I want to have a conversation with you because you're not man enough.
I just want my $40. I have things to do. Are you going to give me my $40 now?
Let me ask you a question.
Are you going to give me my $40 that you owe me now, or should I just walk off?
Let me ask you a question.
Okay, then I'll just walk off.
Philip, I'd like to talk to you.
I don't want to talk to you unless you have $40.
Be a man, Philip.
Okay, I'm going to call the police then.
For what?
星からやってきた正義の使者だキッコーナン醤油をたちまちかけたなら食べ物食うとうまくなる外食なんてぶっ飛ばせ必殺技だキッコーパンチ目玉焼きには醤油だろShow me 醤油キッコーマンKick man, show me, show you, kick man. 大豆の星からやってきた生かすあいつはキッコーマン醤油は体にいいんだぜ殺菌作用もあるんだぜそうそうケチャップ目じゃないぜ必殺技だキッコービンだから卵焼きにも醤油だってんだろ Show me show you キッコーマンキッコーマン Show me show you キッコーマン Alright
You are fucking, you bloody bastard bitch, fuck you, bloody.
Could be Trump, yeah, Trump, oh yeah, Trump, could be Trump, yeah, Trump, oh yeah, Trump, could be Trump, yeah, Trump, oh yeah, Trump, could be Trump. Yeah, Trump, oh yeah, Trump, could be Trump, 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 yeah, Trump, oh yeah, Trump.
Now please remain standing for the national anthem and the Black national anthem by the Turner sisters, Jalea and Jamila Turner.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the glistening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the hope that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the faith that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Let us march on till victory is won.
Stunning and brave, chat. That's right. Hopefully my audio is in the right stuff today. It is. How exciting. What's going on? I'm stopping the intros just because we got 50 people here, and I just want to, it's going to be a short stream, right? Oh, my God. I think I'm coming down with a cold. So I went to the Snoop Dogg concert on Friday, Saturday, whatever it was. And there was this black lady sitting in front of me, large black lady, of course, sitting in front of me, and she was just smoking blunt after blunt. I mean, like, if you think Cider's high a lot, or Dark Gifts high a lot, or Matt Barr's high a lot, I mean, this lady was just sucking down those blunts. I mean, it was nuts. And so smoke was blowing everywhere. A lot of dirty people of nothing to do with race, of course. I mean, I'm just talking about the crowd. The white people were just as dirty as the black people. And it is COVID season again. The new variants here, and I'm here to urge you to all get your annual boost of the new boosty boost, because of all that. So I don't know. I got a little scratchy throat, and it sucks. And I'm tired because I wasn't able to sleep because of my scratchy throat. So it's gonna be a short stream, right? I was gonna write today and get all my work done and show you that I could be a good writer and all that, but I couldn't get the right program. I went around to like 15 different shops in the area, trying to get Microsoft Office. And would you believe it? They don't stock Microsoft Office. I couldn't get the CD-ROM anywhere. They said I have to go online. I mean, like what is this? So I can't write for you. I'm just gonna have to try to get things going here. And I'm so tired after driving for like 4 hours trying to find a box and a CD-ROM of Microsoft Word to be able to show you that I literally can write. Hi, Cider.
Right.
Oh, man. So that's the Snoop Dogg update. What I didn't give you so far is the U.S. Open update. It's amazing. Have you been watching the U.S. Open, Cider?
I thought I waited long enough.
So we are well into round 2, chat. And we are, of course, seeing some interesting things happening. The number 4 seed, Hold Your Rune, went out early on here in the first round and claims he has some back issues that are troubling him. But it was a shocking defeat here. And it looks like right now we've got a Stefano Tsitsipas in a struggle with Dominic Stricker from Switzerland. And it's in the 5th set right now. Riveting stuff.
Yeah.
Stricker is up 3-0 in this 5th set. So let's hope that he can take down the number 7 seed, because that would make for an interesting time. Novak Djokovic right now is making quick work of Bernabe Zapata Miralles, as one might expect. Christopher Eubanks, the American who captured everybody's hearts at Wimbledon, is now tied at 1 set apiece with Benjamin Bonzi of France. And on the women's side, we have Danielle Collins, was looking like she was cruising her way to victory today. She was doing very well, and just lost that 2nd set tiebreak and then just fell apart completely. It was kind of sad to watch. Another upset, Beatrice Haddad Maia went down to Taylor Townsend in straight sets today. Coco Gauff, who is coming fresh off of her hot win in Cincinnati, took down Mira Andreeva in straight sets. And the number 1 in the world, Iga Swiatek, is currently in the 2nd set, up a set and a break over Daria Gavriola. Thank you. I know you guys are thrilled with this.
Absolutely.
What Crazy is in the chat. He says, I'm glad I could bribe you with content. This is funny shit. Funny shit
show?
going on. You can come on the show if you want. That'd be nice.
I'll put the link in the thing.
But what we mostly have... climate change, chat. Yes, every single website in the world is talking about climate change and how the waters in the Gulf are hotter than ever, which is causing power outages of 500,000, which is like one city, right? And this happens every single time there's a big storm out there. But you know what? This is the worst ever. They're more frequent. It's crazy. We're all going to die because of climate change in Florida.
Oh, in Florida.
Yeah.
What is El Nino, right? Nobody knows what that is.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's ever
Well,
heard
I mean,
of
that's
it, right?
they don't talk about that anymore.
It's a
that
mystery.
was 2005 scaremongering. Now it's climate change making hurricanes everywhere, even though hurricanes were here already, and they happen like every year.
Yes, Minaho, you're going to die. Yeah. Someday,
Yeah.
probably not from a hurricane, though.
Probably not from a hurricane. Yeah. It's horrible in Florida right now.
Yep.
Okay, 300,000 outages in Florida. Started to tick upward in South Carolina and North Carolina. Countless trees have been blown over. Wow.
Yeah.
We have video of trees getting blown over.
Of trees already
Riveting.
blown over.
Yes.
Oh, there it goes out. It's over.
Oh, that was it.
There's another one right there. It's going right over.
Oh, that
Oh,
sucks.
it fell right on the house.
That sucks when it falls on the house.
Oh, it took the deck out. Whoa. Now there's
That
this.
sucks. It's wet.
This
and
I
windy.
think this is near where Jacob is. So like
Is this near where Jacob? I hope Jacob's okay.
raining sideways for Jacob.
Yeah, it's a
Wow,
lot of water.
flooded. Look at that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Up to the floorboards on the pick 'em up trucks.
happens.
Oh no, not the
Uh,
billboards.
Oh, not the
Oh,
road
no.
signs.
How will people
no.
know when Yakov Smirnov
Cook-
is in town?
Cook County, Georgia. Isn't that where they stole the election?
Yeah,
Cook
BP
County, Georgia.
Oil's doing okay. You see that? They're on
Full house. It's just full house. now.
Full house. Yep. They punched out the wall.
Maybe you shouldn't just hang fucking street lines by cords like when in hurricane places.
Look,
In
okay.
California, we have like big poles, you know?
And then those come over and bonk people on the head.
Yeah. Huh.
Yep, look at that.
So this
Wow.
happened.
Somebody's not going and getting milk later. Oh no. That thing. Oh, the car.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just pounding the car. The car.
We don't really have why don't we have should I change the title of the stream to Cider and JDA react to the hurricane?
Yeah, why not?
There we are. There's the reporter standing in the
Why?
hurricane.
Yeah,
That's what I was
so-
looking for. Here we are.
Here in Perry, Florida. Some of the residents
Okay.
here tell us it was a scary situation. Dwayne
Very
Williams
scary.
was inside a second floor unit and had the wind rip part of the roof right off.
Oh,
I felt the
Jesus.
roof coming off, so I grabbed my 3-year-old son and I ran downstairs to the downstairs room, and they opened the door for me with mom and dad. Now,
Look at that. Daytona
Nice
500.
jacket. Nice jacket.
Yeah, nice jacket.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It reminds me a little bit. Remember the hide your kids, hide your wife guy?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
The hurricane's
Little bit.
coming for you. It's gonna get you.
Yeah. The hurricane and
Raping
everybody out here.
here.
Yeah.
The hurricaning everybody.
slang everywhere. Water was
Dwayne
going everywhere
Williams.
and all. Yeah, everything's gone.
Everything.
But they had to bounce back from it, I guess.
Families are
That's
now
why we
out
got that
just starting to
insurance.
clean up, and officials are warning people if you are going to be out here, be careful with the down power.
Those don't look like well-maintained buildings, Cider.
Nah, Section
They look
8
like, yeah.
Section 8's usually insulated
Yeah, it's
with
rough.
newspaper, you know?
Yeah.
It's not really.
I gotta say, those are not well-maintained buildings right there. Do you think Puma Fist's fence made it through the hurricane? You know, the little shitty part of the fence?
Because
he's there, right?
Yeah, or nearabouts. Why not? He's gonna get rained
somewhere
on.
over there.
But
Yeah.
that would be funny if that was the only part of the fence that got taken out. Like it picked up that.
I would
table,
laugh
that glass
very
table,
hard.
right through the fence. Just that one.
I would laugh very hard.
What's up, witches and warlocks? My fence is fucked. Just a part. That
I'd like to
everybody
watch
hates.
him. I'd like to watch him like repairing his fence.
What's up, witches and warlocks? We're gonna drive some nails today.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Look, there's
I'm
even
just
a
checking
nail.
around what's going on the internet right now. Looks like Nerdrotic is doing a Ahsoka review.
Are
I
we
don't think you
already
need a full.
bored?
I don't think you need a full stream about. Yeah, I'm already bored of the hurricane.
Yeah, you do need a full
what I-
stream. Did you not see what happened?
Full stream. I watched it. It was shit, and I did a
Exactly.
video about it. I
There's
did a video.
Oh, it's a whole stream's worth of shit, man.
You think it's a whole
Just
stream's
that
worth of
fight
shit?
Scene just that space fight scene alone.
The
is
thing
a-
where she's doing fucking cartwheels on top of the spaceship like a
and
retard.
gravity pulls her back
Yeah,
down.
I know. It,
yeah.
it does not. It doesn't make any sense.
That's a half an hour alone, John, to talk about. I mean, come on.
Oh, geez.
Look at the
But all you got to say is it doesn't make
pilot.
any sense.
No, no. You need to
No.
go into why it doesn't make sense.
But everybody
Because
knows it
they're
doesn't make
wrong,
sense.
John, and they need to know why they're wrong.
Oh my gosh. It was like, no, it is terrible, Yakov. You're wrong. I mean, cartwheels on top of the space fucking ship. And the question I had, which I said in my video, is why didn't the person who was like chasing them just shoot the fucking spaceship?
Why didn't the
Right?
spaceships shoot the slow-moving target with glow sticks,
Right.
making it evident in the black of space? Why?
Yes.
Instead, they tried to
Yeah.
ram her with the ship.
It didn't. I mean, I guess they were trying to spot target the cartwheeling chick on top of the thing. Like, why? If
Yeah,
you blow
you
up the
got
spaceship,
droids
she's
to
dead
target.
anyway.
Yeah, we're talking about this with Hurricane and a fat ass and wife beater in the background. This is top.
It's
stream
great.
here. Top.
Yes.
Let me see if I can find.
Oh
a
my
GIF
gosh.
there.
Ugh. So painful. A gif of the spaceship shit already?
Let's see if I can find it because you don't want to show like the. Well, I suppose we can.
Yeah,
bring up
because
the
you
clip.
don't want to. That's true.
Well,
Oh my
we
god,
could
it's
bring
so
up the clip.
bad.
We just have to like slow it down so the frames are different. So hold on. We're gonna want to go slow mo on it anyway.
And this isn't even a like. It's not for you. The Force is female. Shit. It just is. It's just
This
shit.
It's fanfic. You've read fan fiction where just random shit is happening because the author doesn't know the rules of the world they're working in. They're just doing
Right.
stuff, And so
Yeah.
watch this. So here's a Mass Effect scene, by the way.
Okay.
Anybody?
Yeah. Right.
So we're gonna go slow mo. So there's
By the way,
Ahsoka.
hey, pause it.
Yeah.
Just look at the animation. Doesn't this look like video game Mass Effect level animation? It looks like they're not even putting that much work into it either.
This literally looks like the mocap animation they used in Mass Effect 3. I swear it's right out of a Unreal Engine.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So we'll so there's Ahsoka, and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm in space." Walking all badass, girl bossing, no mag boots, because those don't exist in Star Wars. And then there's the ring ship.
Slowly walking. Okay, so this ring ship's like a giant Death Star size level ring ship or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and take a look at the size comparison. Look at these.
And by the way, they had a bunch of fucking lasers shooting them right before. Why isn't the ring ship just shooting them with their fucking lasers now?
I don't, because she's next to the thing that they don't want to shoot. Maybe because she's on.
But what thing is? There's nothing there. It's just the ship.
Well, she's.
They were trying to shoot the ship down.
Oh,
yeah,
so
but they were trying to shoot the ship down.
See?
And then they made a comment. This is what happened before this. So the ring ship people were going pew pew pew, and then they hit the They hit the ship. They shorted out the droid. So then they lost their hyperspace capabilities and their weapons. Oh God, we better get this ship back online. And they're kind of floating dead in space right there. The other bad guy, who's like in her own little shit ship, like then goes, "Oh, you shot them and you hit them, but you didn't finish them off. I'm gonna chase them down." And then, and then the ring ship just stops shooting. Like, why wouldn't they just keep shooting? Because it's not even moving at this point. And then they chase her down with the other fucking ship right here, and that's when Ahsoka gets out to like wave her fucking lightsabers at the other ship that's chasing them down. That could just shoot the fucking ship, and then they're dead.
Right. And but see again,
there's awkward pauses throughout this whole thing too. Don't forget that the entire before Ahsoka she has a conversation with Sabine while they're sitting there, walks out, goes out to the ship, and the other ship that's been chasing them this entire time, for some reason, slowly is going, like they're like eking along, and there's like a minute delay before they show. Why? It doesn't make any sense.
Space is chunky, dude. It's hard to get through when you're a big thing because it's chunky.
It's a tiny fighter vessel.
It's chunky. It's huge, dude. It's bigger than a go-kart. So it's like,
but they were just behind them, shooting at them.
But it's chunky, right? But look at the size comparison. I just want to draw your attention to that, right?
Oh, it's painful. Yeah.
Look at how they didn't understand. Look at that.
Oh, right.
That ring ship is now maybe the size of a football stadium.
Right.
They completely forgot the scaling with their CGI monstrosity here.
That's hilarious.
And they're coming in for a bombing run on her. I'm still not sure what this.
Yeah, there's the ships.
Yeah.
Why are they taking so long to get there when it took them 10 seconds to get through the ring ship before this, too? The time does not work.
These helmets, by the way, they're right out of Chronicles of Riddick. The Death Worshippers. Yeah. They look exactly like those Death Worshipper helmets. It annoyed the crap out of me when I was watching.
Look, it's a knight in space. A black knight in space.
It's Rom!
Yeah. And then here's like the weird crazy lady with crazy eyes.
Yeah, the actress portraying her said, "We're going to portray the dark side, so you understand why people chose it." And meanwhile, George Lucas in like 2003 was like, "No, it's literally God versus Satan. It's literally the dark side, Satan."
But Ahsoka's on her own path, yeah, because she's a woman. Yeah.
Right. And she ain't taking no shit off of no man. See, now they're firing on her, right? Okay.
Right.
What were they
So why don't they just why don't they just shoot the fucking ship? It's right there. It's not moving.
Even if she doesn't die, the gravitational pull of the planet's gonna pull her in.
Yeah, she'll die no matter what at that juncture. Right.
What is happening? Okay. At this point, she's headed gone. She's gone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. When you jump like that, you just go.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. But no.
Yeah.
There's this thing called gravity in space. Apparently, look at that.
Well, maybe the ship's gravity. I don't know. Fucking
ship's gravity. That's not big enough to generate a gravity field.
No. Yeah. Well, but they do inside the ship have gravity because they're walking inside the ship, right?
Yeah, but I think that's just Star Wars not understanding space or disregarding it, because they don't have magnets. Like Mad explain this, but they don't have that in this universe.
Oh,
they don't have fights like these.
And I guess it still wouldn't work like that Even if the
No.
because if you were going like this, if the gravity from the ship was pulling you back, you'd still just kind of go like this. You wouldn't go woo cartwheel.
No, I'm sure
Yeah.
there's some hardcore Star Wars fans
Okay.
here. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. They don't have space sword fights like out in space. It's on planets, on ships, right? Colony ships and stuff. Orbital
Yeah.
colonies and stuff. They don't do it out in space Matrix style like freaking Neo, right? I don't recall.
There's been a
that ever
trend of
being
this shit because in Discovery they have the Michael chick run out into space and like jump through space a bunch. Like it seems to be like something they like to do to try to push the quote exciting, but it makes everything look stupid.
Yeah, but I think that's really what we're looking at here. Like, even the Power Rangers wouldn't go this far as to have this bizarre bombing run tactic that accomplishes nothing.
Yeah.
But here we go. So now she's going to complete the arc and land up there. Oh, there it is, right there.
Right there.
Again, not mag boots. No mag
Well,
boots.
she maybe she does have some sort of boots or something that are fancy because she's sticking to the thing kind of sideways at this point, right?
Well,
so
they're not
that makes
showing
sense.
us the weight of that, right? You'd think a mag would be like you're slowly approaching and then thunk, you jump down onto it, right? Like how the magnet would just jump on. It didn't. She came to a very nice force style landing there. So maybe she's using the force to attach herself to the ship because it can do that now. Why not?
And then she's a super mechanic.
Yeah.
She's just better than everybody at everything. Okay.
Yep. Well, as usual, we needed to stand another Oh no. Oh.
Yeah.
It's a dead robot.
Yeah.
Mostly dead, I guess.
Gosh, and I mean, what's interesting is Sabine, like, because what's her name?
Looks like milk's coming out of her nose.
It does.
It just goes
Or
to show
cocaine.
nobody was paying attention.
Maybe there's
to what
cocaine
the
on
hell-
the mask.
She seriously
You know.
has a space helmet for her alien doobly dad head thing. That's
I know.
amazing. Look, oh my gosh.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's great. No, but what I would like to point out here is Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka here looks younger than Sabine, who and I've looked up the actress's age. Like she's like 40 and Sabine's like 29. Like there's like you shouldn't look like that way at 29. I mean, she looks haggard.
It's that third wave feminism, dude.
Yeah, crazy. But I mean, she's just been out in the sun too much, I guess.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Did they said there's 14 million viewers of this for real?
I have no idea where they're getting that.
Let me look this up.
I don't even think that many people
Ahsoka
are subscribed
ratings.
to Disney Plus.
How many watching? Disney Plus is using the same methodology for counting a view that Netflix uses. I'm gonna just share this real quick.
Sure.
Okay, dividing the total viewing time by the runtime for a given title. In Ahsoka's case, 14 million views of the 56-minute premiere would equate to 74 million minutes. So 14 million views of the premiere, allegedly. How many people watched it versus Obi-Wan? This is interesting. Let's see. Mandalorian season 3 reached 1.7 million households. Wait. It's 14 million times bigger than the Mandalorian. 14 times bigger than the Mandalorians. I doubt this. This doesn't make any sense. Ahsoka viewership down by 50% compared to the Obi-Wan. Hey.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
50% down compared to Obi-Wan. Okay.
Ahsoka is a much more recognized character than the Din Djarin or whatever the hell Pedro Pascal was playing there.
See, this is interesting. So, latest Lucasfilm, 2.4 million households result. So there's something weird here with their fuzzy numbers of 14 million views. It's like they overestimated it by a factor of like 12.
No,
I've heard of other numbers like that.
7 people are in every household. That's what that sounds like.
I've heard of other numbers that overestimate factors like this before. Gosh, there's the ratings of what was that called? Something happening in Germany in 1940. I don't remember what it was called, but they said it was very popular, like 6
Oh, the
million something.
Wolfenstein game.
Yeah,
that
that
you
one.
see that
Mhm.
remake with the lady lead? They
Yeah.
said that had like so many sales, but it's one of
Right.
those things like Rotten Tomatoes will take your score away if you say something bad.
But I'm hearing this
and
here. Yeah,
Battlefield,
but look
the
at how
World War
they
One one.
they got the household result, but they're comparing it to views. So they changed the metric to make it look really exciting up top. But then when you get into the meat of it, it's down 50%. If you've lost 50% of your audience from show to show, holy shit.
Right.
That's
I
a
mean,
big drop.
in the same universe, okay?
Yeah.
At roughly the same time period, too. You know?
Yeah.
And so, because this is still before Luke, where everybody's story's being told. So, spoiler alert, nobody survives this whole encounter. Spoiler. Okay?
Yes.
Everybody
81 million.
you've
That's what
seen-
I was looking for. The 81 million votes. Yes.
Right. Well, that wasn't in the
Yes.
40s. That was in America years ago. But
That's true.
yeah, so this is what we're looking at, right? So the 50% drop from Kenobi. What this demonstrates is people saw Kenobi and they're like, this has nothing to do with Ben. I'm out. I'm not coming back. You burned my bridge, Disney. I gave you a chance. This was it.
This sucks.
Yeah.
What's
that's
interesting is
exactly
they
it.
really thought that just because Clone Wars as a cartoon was pretty popular a long time ago, that female lead Ahsoka alien lead show would carry the torch and she could be the brand going forward. They kind of forgot that like Anakin was kind of like the reason for the season.
So the problem they have with Ahsoka is that she's popular because she was one of the first American waifus, or at least as far as like, millennials are concerned. Because of that Clone Wars cartoon and her being so spunky and charming in that show, she became very, very, very popular with the subset of gentlemen that had a hard time getting a date to prom. And so this is what drove her popularity for so many years. And of course, a series of cosplays that are risque and whatnot.
Wait. You mean she wasn't popular among middle-aged women? That wasn't the takeaway here? And we're just going to make a future and we're going to make Star Wars for women now? That wasn't the that didn't work?
No.
Shocking.
Yeah. Milk's coming out of her nose. But I can't get over that. That Jon Favreau, or Dave Filoni, whoever did the cinematography here, like, man, what were you thinking?
I think they had a different director on this one.
They need a different cinematographer. Like you can't wear a reflective surface and hold those lightsabers pointed inward. It looks like milk's coming out of your nose. But either way, we'll continue with the absurdity of this. She's ready to fight now.
There we go.
You know, when 3 fighters are coming at you and you got 2 swords, what do you stand and fight, right, John?
Yeah, of course. You just
they only
so
brought
retarded.
3 space fighters. I feel bad for them. This isn't something Luke would even attempt at the height of his power. Look, now they've shot the ship, okay? What's happened? Nothing.
just flail her lightsabers and hope it hits something. Okay.
Well, no, look, watch the explosion.
Oh yeah.
And explosion. See? Right there. There's an explosion. And then we go to something, nothing.
So okay, so they've already done a thing through the 5 minutes before this, because this entire fucking stupid battle scene took way too, because they had nothing for the plot. So they dragged this out for 5 minutes already. And during that, they kept doing the thing like deflector shield down to 50%, deflector shield down to 10%. Our deflector shield is down, and everything's out right now. That's why Ren, or what's her fucking name? Sabine, Sabine Wren, whatever.
Sabine Wren, yeah.
Is under the ship trying to jigger things back together. And so their deflectors are out, which means a laser hitting it should blow up the ship, correct? That's kind of how it works in Star Wars. Yeah.
It should at least pierce the hull, shed some armor off.
One laser shot blows up a TIE fighter. Right.
Right. We saw that.
Okay.
Well, I mean, a direct hit anyway from Darth Vader took him out.
One laser shot from because they did the whole thing with where she's got the cannon thing and trying to maneuver it like Luke, because they wanted to show that before this too.
Yeah.
One of her laser shots destroyed one of their ships.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chewie was piloting and Rey shot down three TIE fighters with one shot because her lasers were blue, and that means they're good. But
yes,
So what we've just seen here is an explosion happened right in front of Ahsoka. There's the immediate, yeah, she's wearing a DBZ outfit. You wait till they cut out again. It looks like the Saiyan armor, but just without the shoulder pads. So but the problem with this is that they didn't reflect that. So they showed the ship having an explosion from the lasers hitting it, but there's no lighting to reflect that. There's no debris flying. There's no reaction from Ahsoka to reflect that there's an explosion or laser fire coming at her. And there's so much like numb in this because none of it's real. It's all CGI. She's just standing in that volume room while they're telling her
on a green screen going like this. It's like if I did this right here and then they put some CGI in the background.
Yeah, and you would look really cool deflecting bullets and laser fire and arrows and stuff and with crazy music. But you're just doing it's crazy. Bang, bang.
The thing is, like, they don't even make her look really cool doing it.
Okay, I want to like go back to this again. Like, so Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan and the Phantom Menace, they're being shot at by those droids that are like little balls that have the force shield around them, so they can't bang them around. And so those guys are shooting their lightsabers, and it's hitting them that they've got to like recoil back around to block the next shot. There was like a kinetic force to catching that laser fire. It wasn't like wing, lightsaber wins. Wing.
Yeah, but she's that much more badass.
Exactly.
Right?
She's so much more powerful. But it's there's no weight to this combat. It's like, okay, if you got lightsabers, you're gonna win. What's the point of this? Here she goes. Here, you ready? She's made the X formation, John. She did the X thing. She did the X.
So isn't this ship about to just fucking hit her and ram the shit out of her in space right there?
No, because plot armor.
It looks like it. It looks okay.
But plot armor.
Okay.
There it is. It's plot. Oh, it was.
Just
it was
very.
So quick.
Gotcha. She's like the Flash.
Oh yeah.
And you can totally in space maneuver your way around precisely like that.
It's chunky.
Yes.
It's chunky.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Nah, this guy's he's just fucking dead. He's just fucking dead. Thanks, you're dead now. Yeah, and he just explodes. Why? What happened? A wing got cut off. Why did it explode? It just exploded.
Science.
You know all those fighter planes that lost a wing and then just exploded.
Hey, my good friend Courtney has been a channel member for years now, or for a year. And I appreciate you being here, Courtney. Thank you so much. And guys, become a channel member. I put these behind paywalls after they're gone. I really appreciate you guys supporting our channel and all that here. So if you don't want to miss a stream, that's a great way to do so. We have a lot of fun, and we appreciate our people. Thank you.
Right. Oh no! Something happened. What's going on?
Why does she look like a boy?
Why does she look like a boy? Indeed, John.
She looks like Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, like a slightly Asian Pee Wee Herman. Like Chinese knockoff Pee Wee Herman. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of one person staring at a green screen going in this show. I mean, like, I swear every other scene is one person staring at a green screen going
with their mouth open. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Amazing. Great acting skills.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's looking up with her mouth open. Why is... But as you can see, John, look at the flaps on the side.
Why is Ahsoka way out there now?
She jumped over the ship, remember?
But she was cartwheeling back in the same direction.
She went this way,
right?
So obviously it put her in front of the ship. She jumped sideways off the ship, so obviously it put her in front of it. Because that's
God damn.
Space.
I mean, the ship's not moving.
Well, I just want you to...
It's painful.
We're just going to take just a brief...
This is stuff that's so easy to not do.
Right.
Okay.
Like when you're working with a practical set, it's kind of obvious where your character belongs in the environment because they're still dangling from the wire where you left them. But whatever. I'm not a rocket scientist. But I wanted to show you guys this. This is what Prime was pointing out. I'm going to share this one instead. So take a
Okay.
look. We're gonna go
Oh.
back to Ahsoka's
Oh,
armor.
wow.
Just take a minute
Okay.
and absorb this. Okay.
Okay.
See the flappy flaps on the side, the belt, the chest piece, the white, the booties, the particular color. Okay. And now we're gonna go back to Ahsoka. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no.
Oh, no.
So is Goku a Jedi?
Yes.
Whoa.
Easy. I'd watch Goku the Jedi show.
Yeah, Star Wars, Dragon Ball Z Unleashed. The Force on Dragon Ball. But yeah, I gotta go rescue my space girlfriend with my tractor beams that I just fixed.
If she didn't cut her hair, I wouldn't have hated her.
So I want to
But she
bring
did.
bring up to you that she had the ship was not functional when that explosion went off. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever she was doing was not done, and she was interrupted. Remember, she turned and gawked. Her mouth came open.
Right.
So that would imply that she's had the ship functional before Ahsoka jumped off the side of the ship. So she could have powered up and fired back before Ahsoka had to jump.
But she didn't.
But
okay, gotcha. Wow, this is bad directing.
Oh,
Holy shit.
Maybe it was written by AI. I don't know. It's getting a weird feeling.
It could be. So she's floating out in space. There's 2 left. For some reason, they're not going to shoot the fucking ship. They're going to shoot her again.
She doesn't have anything to jump off of. She can't parkour off of anything, John. This is it.
Right.
She can't parkour. You're always going to get her. I'm going to get
Crazy
you.
eyes.
Pew, pew. We could get you. You're going to turn the microwave dial. We're going to, okay.
Wait a minute. Wasn't she just in front? Hold on. Stop it. Wasn't she just in front of the ship?
Yeah, she was just here.
How did she get over there?
Because space. It's chunky. It's chunky.
She's floating. Oh, God.
It's like a river. Space is like a river. Take you away, John. Take you away. So, John, some say love is like a river.
Oh, my God.
So is space. And it bends the tender reed of reality very harshly.
Oh, my God.
It's just a show. Why do you have to take everything so seriously? But watch. Rather than firing on the ships that are easily within pew pew your dead range, like you don't even have to target them at this point. Like, look at these are batteries right here. These are obviously laser batteries right here, okay? As you can see, right here, these forward nacelles are obviously.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So what's she gonna do? She's gonna
instead of shooting at the fucking ships. Yeah, okay.
You're gonna use the wing of the ship to spatula flap Ahsoka. Watch.
Okay.
Here it is. And there it is. There's the spatula flap. Oh, she's like, now I can go kill them. Thank you. I'm a Jedi.
Yes. Oh, God, my brain.
See, mag boots, apparently, right? Could totally.
I already have a headache.
But this again, it's like, so she was using the Force to hold herself to the ship. Why didn't it work when she was floating in space? Why wasn't she just like, Force hold, like how Luke called himself, like how Leia called herself back into the ship being frozen in space? Remember? But she was all like,
yes.
I don't want to die yet, even though I'm going to before the next sequel comes out, but whatever. And so, what the fuck? We're running. Oh, we're gonna get you. Real. There we are again,
pew, pew.
firing on the wrong side of the ship because Ahsoka's over here. Remember? She's on this side.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait,
yep.
no.
Wait,
she's on the other side.
Wait a minute.
She's on the rising side.
I'm very confused. Hold on.
Yeah.
Weren't they coming at it from the front of the ship?
They were coming at it from the front. Now they're at the back.
Oh, God damn. Okay, I'm very confused. Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty like that. Okay. All right. So again, no damage. What is the point of these lasers? They don't do anything to just metal. They're spark lasers, sparklers.
Yeah. So we could have just avoided this entire scene because they were shooting at them before with their lasers, and that just wouldn't have done anything.
Exactly. Watch. It's completely ineffectual. It doesn't do anything at all. Nothing. There's no scorch marks.
Okay. Well, how come it shut down the ship before?
Maybe the ship was on its period.
Okay.
And they needed to give it some chocolate, a little bit of Lifetime movie network streaming, LMN. little bit of that. You know, it's going again. It's doing its thing.
Oh, jeez.
Look at that. Look right through, and it's transforming. It's ready to do the hyperspace. Apparently, these things can prep for hyperspace while a fucking hatch is open. I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, no safety features in a
None.
galaxy far, far away. Oh, wait a minute.
Bye.
They're not.
We're taking off. No, they're not going to hyperspace. They're gonna run into the planet for the space whales.
Yeah.
We have the space whale scene because everything's Star Tours now.
Oh.
Okay,
that's
Star
right.
Tours prep for landing, right? Yeah. So then they go and they dodge the space whales for like 2 more minutes. Well, nothing happens.
Yep. This is just a trailer.
Yes.
But that's
Okay.
There you go,
God,
ladies
that
and
hurt.
gentlemen. That was the amazing. Oh, well, here's Mike S. Miller.
Speaking of amazing. You missed our Ahsoka analysis. Did you
You
did you
you're
watch
done?
this? Yeah.
Oh man.
No, go back through it. It's not a
Yeah, I
problem.
watched it.
Oh God.
What a waste of time.
What a waste of
The first two
time.
episodes weren't horrible. This one was just
The first couple were boring. But this
This
you
was-
literally could just skip this one and it would not matter.
and
yeah.
that whole lightsaber on the thing. What? The
Why? It makes no sense on any level at all.
hell? No.
Okay. Oh, painful. I need I need a drink, but I'm sick, so I'm not gonna drink.
There's
And
milk coming
Rosario
out of her
Dawson,
nose.
I'm sorry, she doesn't have any. Like you were talking about the spunk and stuff of the character. in
Zero.
the clone. Yeah, she's got.
She
She's
is
got nothing.
very
It's not she's
boring.
She's not a bad actress. She's just.
She
I don't know.
talks with lots of pauses.
She's trying to be a stoic.
Yeah.
My. Anyway,
She's directing.
Oh
Travel,
my gosh.
Directing the.
Where you're going to get some
Very
better
nice.
fight scenes is going to be in the Flying Sparks companion volume, my friends. This is a beautiful
considerably less
superhero
seizure
book.
risk.
Yes. 80 pages with a beautiful Mike S. Miller cover as pictured right here. And we did pretty great yesterday. So this is Fund My Comic. And if you're not familiar with Fund My Comic, it's run by Luke Stone. And the reason I'm on Fund My Comic with this is Luke Stone is a conservative Christian starting his own website. Wanted to kick a little over there. And, things actually went about as I expected yesterday, all in all, for a first 24 hours. Usually we get around 100 backers on our Kickstarter campaigns. And as much as everybody in these circles always goes, oh, I want you off of Kickstarter, it's very easy to get a backer on Kickstarter because you all have Kickstarter accounts. And everybody else who's not here also has a Kickstarter account. So that's how you get 100 on this. On this, a lot of reprinted material here. And on top of it, we are going to a brand new platform where it's something that you have to build your own account for and all that. So that's a different sort of thing. And that creates something that's different. So what I thought about this was, okay, I'm probably going to get 20% of my backers, somewhere in there, on my first 24 hours. And that's about it. I ended up with almost 20% of the typical backer deal right here, which is about exactly what we expected. So this is a big deal for Fund My Comic because this is one of the few comics that's launching on here and not just doing it as an additional campaign, which means that we are helping lead the way to help these guys out. And you guys are going to get an awesome 80-page book out of this. Now, these stories do matter. These stories are part of the Flying Sparks universe. The Meta Man special really does have a big impact upon the Flying Sparks story. And I actually present that as an editorial note in Flying Sparks Volume 5 for those who have seen that. If you've not read that, I highly recommend it. It's Meta Man. It's a male lead, which you guys ask for a lot. And I then put that into a book and I'm fight against communists because that's what we like to do in this sort of deal. Now, in the Unleash the Kraken deal, we have our standard artist for Flying Sparks, Jethro Morales. The art's really good. And we have our ladies fighting against Tentacle Monster Kraken, which is a lot of fun also. So beautiful art, full stories, guys. This is a full Flying Sparks volume. It just is its own standalone stories. They all do take place within the universe. You actually get Metagirl's origin in this volume. The origin was never described in the actual series. I kind of cut ahead before that. And then I went back and did the origin in this volume here. So check it out over on Fund My Comic today. Now, if you've not read any of my books before and you're brand new to things, I've got deals for you on here. The other thing I might note about the dollars that we're raising here is there's no variant covers, there's no hard covers, there's no posters, there's no like draw yourself in tiers, there's none of the extra stuff that like builds up a lot of dollars along the way here. It's only the books. So this is just pure book money, which is doing very well for this. So we've got 3 different tiers. If you just wanted Flying Sparks Volume 1, which is the deal, and you're completely new here, I've got it here for $20, pretty easy. The companion volume I just talked about, this is a great place to start too. Anybody who's just starting the series, just as good to start here as to start with Volume 1. Starting with both works very well also. And then I've got the complete Flying Sparks, and this is 5 volumes, 66 pages times 5 volumes is however many pages that. How many pages is that? About 240, 200 and
300 plus 300.
180, 180.
330.
330 pages plus this 80. This sets Flying Sparks at over 400 pages of a story. So this is a huge story. Not a lot of this out there in the indie comic sphere. It's 18 full issues in its entirety. And with this entire full series right here, you get $10 off. I actually give you like a coupon on it for picking up the full series and going all in on it. And then you can go all in on all of my comics. So you got the 6 full volumes of Flying Sparks now. You got the Cosmic Warrior, Dynamite Thor, Overmind, Days Full, and Spectacular Comics. Lots of different genres all the way around because I'm an arty guy like that. You get $25 off, and that's the price of like a full book. So you basically get the companion volume free if you're going in on all the JDA collection right here. You want to start your comics journey. So we are doing a lot. We are cranking forward. We are working hard here, and we are being the alternative to the mainstream industry by outproducing them on every single level. And that includes quantity. I mean, we get the mainstream does the single issues every month, and that's what we're moving towards here. We are pushing as fast as we possibly can to do that. And with you guys supporting here, we'll be able to do more, and we're going to get better with every single release. We really appreciate it. 11 in now, 11 full graphic novels, and I'm so excited to get this to you because this does wrap up Flying Sparks completely. Now, if you have any questions on this, I will 100% take those. Just let me know, and I will I'll answer them to my best of my ability. And that's it. I missed every tier being read to me. It's been so long. Yeah, there's only 4 tiers, so it makes it really easy. If I had like 10 tiers, it kind of bogs down the stream. It's very easy to do that here. I'm very happy to do so. So cool. All the comics. Start here. Read today. Support Fund My Comics. I put that link in the chat. It's also in the description. I should put it in the chat again and then pin it. That's what I should do. And that's what I'm going to do now. And thank you guys. Let's get us to $1,000 today. Make this one of the biggest Fund My Comic ventures out there since these guys launched their website. And yes, Mike Miller did the cover of this as well. You might remember him from Injustice. You might remember him from Shadow of the Conqueror. You might remember him because he's sitting right here.
You might remember him because he's being one of his books is being reviewed by Well-Read Reviews tonight, I believe.
Tonight,
tomorrow.
I will for sure be trolling the chat for that. Perfect.
Speaking of
excellent.
Well, Red, are you gonna do a spoiler review? Because if you are, you need to wave some warning flags if you're, because there's some very spoilerific stuff.
Well, anyway, Well-Read down in
spoiled your
Florida
book.
where the hurricane is.
No, you didn't.
So
Yeah, I did. I thought I did, didn't I? Oh,
You
cool. I
spoiled
got a
one
new
little
backer.
thing, but you didn't spoil like the big kahunas.
Yay. Yay. Thank you. Thank you for giving us new backer. We really appreciate it. Cool. Wilberforce Wooster for $5. Thanks for the super chat, too. Super chats and backers. My favorite 2 things. Mike S. Miller is my favorite CG King. Yeah, he's all of our favorite. Yes. We should we stream on Monday nights at that time and just call it Comics Great Kings? Oh, geez. We'll get ourselves into trouble.
I'm going to be busy Monday night.
I don't want to get into troubles. I don't want to get into trouble.
Speaking of trouble.
Yes.
A 100-year-old oak tree fell on Governor DeSantis' mansion today.
Oh, no.
Hurricane.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a
hurricane's
sign?
doing some business down there, huh?
Yeah.
Our
Yeah, we
hurricane
watched
didn't do
some of its
anything.
business.
We
Did
had
this
such a
happen while he was
California
speaking here?
hurricane.
No.
It's
By the
a
way, can
California
I pause
hurricane.
for a second, Cider? Welcome back.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yes. Well, I do stream on Thursdays. Usually I'm here Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays. I decided to do emergency Dankstream today because we have so much drama going on and on-time books. So,
Wait, doesn't Red
and because
do a
I launched my
Thursday
book
stream?
yesterday.
It's comics.
He is
great,
tomorrow.
Yellow Flash. Comics
Yeah.
great.
Well, technically, you're part of Comicsgate now. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Yellow Flash. Because this is a Comicsgate book, and you are on the cover of it. You got paid by a person who's Comicsgate to do that for a Comicsgate book. So therefore,
Well,
that makes
that's
you
not my
Comicsgate.
definition of Comicsgate, John.
What do you think,
Comicsgate is
chat?
the fans, not the
Hold on.
creators.
Oh gosh, you're doing that again. Okay, hold on. We're gonna poll the chat because this your opinion on this doesn't really matter. Let's see.
No one's opinion on
Is
this matters.
Miller Comicsgate? Yes, no. Okay.
All right.
We'll find out. Okay, because democracy is the answer here, right, Ron
the
DeSantis?
Chat is Comicsgate. The fans are Comicsgate. I'm gonna go back to my position from 5 years ago.
Is Andrew Tate Comicsgate?
Andrew Tate, he's Comics Tate.
It sounds just
Literally.
as disgusting as I would expect. Speaking of disgusting, though.
Okay.
You guys catch this?
Middle schooler allowed to display "Don't Tread on Me" patch after mom accuses school. Okay, so the school tried
Awesome.
to get rid of this. This is great.
That is First Amendment right
Yes.
there. Nice.
Right.
Okay.
The video yet? You see this?
Let's
yet?
watch the video.
Okay.
Thank you. Do they know what the Gadsden flag is? That it's a historical flag.
Expand the video.
So they're the reason that they do not want the flag. the reason we do not want the flag
What?
Expand the video. Oh, there you go. Thank you.
is due to its origins with slavery and
Slavery. Really?
What?
Slavery?
What?
The "Don't Tread on Me" due to origins with slavery? What the F? Who is this woman? Why is she teaching children? God.
You got a super
Oh.
chat, Jabba.
Okay, thank you. Gosh, I mean, I need a palate cleanser after that. That is
Well, you're sure
No,
getting a lot of
that's
money
awesome.
out of accusing me of being Comicsgate.
I love this.
got like
Jabba, the
3 or
ender of
4.
streams, for £2 says, "CG forgives you, Mike. Bless you and welcome back." Yes, welcome back, Mike Miller, into Comicsgate with your own super chat. And it'd be great.
I have
I
nothing to
appreciate
be
it,
forgiven.
Jabba. Pride is
So-
a sin, Mike.
Listen to the
Exactly.
mother.
Dude.
Right?
Hunter Ninja Bear. Did you catch it?
Yes.
Do you have it? Do you have it?
I have it.
Can you grab it?
Can I?
Or-
It's in a box in another room,
Okay,
but
hold
I
on.
mean, I could.
Let me
Okay.
grab it.
Okay. Do we have some Hunter Ninja Bear drama alert? Mike's grabbing
I
it.
don't
I'm
know
gonna
what's
press the
happening.
button. I'm just gonna assume there's something happening.
So Hunter Ninja Bear by our good friend Chuck Dixon, and
Hail,
boy,
Chuck Dixon.
what a fantastic book. It really it's a great book all the way around.
It's
if you
it
haven't
was
gotten
one of my
this,
favorite books of
I
last
don't
year.
know if you
Yes.
can get it. It is a freaking phone book. It took me a while to get because I don't have a lot of time to just sit down and read. But Chuck left me a most delightful surprise at the end of the book when he quoted me.
Okay. Pride is a sin. Mike Miller was right again. That's right. Fact checked.
Thank you, Chuck Dixon, for having my
Wow. Now, do you think he referenced that, or do you think he just referenced the Bible, Mike?
I'm gonna say he referenced me. Chuck
Oh,
pays
geez.
attention, and Chuck's my guy. So I'm
I love
I'm gonna
Chuck.
say he referenced me. I'm not even gonna ask him
The
about
legend.
it. I'm just gonna assume.
So Manal asks
My
Chuck
audio
Dixon,
low?
The Chuck Dixon from the Gabe interview.
Yeah,
that guy.
The very
Okay.
one.
One and only. Speaking of that, so listen to how the mother responds to this question. Before
Okay.
you listen to the teacher.
Due to its origins.
Can you turn it up?
Slavery.
No, that's as high as it goes.
Yeah,
Man, it's so low.
happens.
Due to its origins.
Its origins with slavery and
With the Revolutionary War is what the mother says.
Yeah, the mother knows more about history than the fucking teacher, of course.
Right. And so now the teacher is going to insist that somehow the Gladstone flag was flown over slave ships and plantations.
slave trade. That is what was.
Even the kid's like, bruh, what? Bro, what? You look at his stunned face like, where did this come from? What Wikipedia page is this from?
That's the reasoning behind the original.
The Gadsden one.
The don't tread on me.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
Gadsden flag.
Same thing.
It's like don't tread on me.
It's like insisting it's Lady Liberty, not the Statue of Liberty, right?
Right.
Like the same thing.
Which is the Gadsden flag.
Yeah, and the mom's like,
Whatever you call it, I don't know. I'm just a teacher.
I'm not a racist. I don't know these things.
I teach public school, you know.
You don't know this, but I'm the one who decides your child's gender, not you. It's a new thing.
I can
Tangent.
have you speak to Jeff Yoakum again. And then he can refer you to our person at the district.
Okay.
Because like I said, we're following district policy is what we're doing.
Lies.
The last thing I want is him out of class.
Yeah, I know.
So she suspended him for this shit?
Yeah.
Really?
He got
What a
suspended for
cunt.
showing. It's a hate symbol.
What a cunt.
That's all
He
the last
takes
thing I
his
want.
class.
Oh, it's not a
seriously
public
at
school?
Studies. He wants to get straight A's. He did that. He made honor roll.
In Colorado.
I hope she
He intends to do that again.
what was the acronym? Keep yourself safe.
Yes.
Yes. I hope she keeps yourself safe.
Ask yourself.
Yes.
But it's hard because he keeps missing class for this. So
I understand that.
yeah, and I mean, we teach him to always stick up for your beliefs. And I mean, you're going over the revolution for 7th grade. I mean, the founding fathers stood up for what they believed in against unjust laws. This is unjust.
Okay. Like I said,
I'm just following orders.
was provided to
I'm just following orders.
Yeah, right.
You won't be able to call me to the Nuremberg trials. I was
Right.
just following orders. But that's that.
us, which we
No,
have.
yeah.
Can you show
Wooster's
me
right. The
where
kid
you
does not give a F. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. This is painful. Terrible. Didn't they just have an instance where there was like some pornography or something that they said had to be kept in middle schools, but they couldn't even play it at the board meeting to talk about it because it was too
That's
vulgar?
happened numbers of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. When
Oh
people
my
just start
gosh.
reading the
But the
stuff
chil-
that's in the
the
books in
children have to
children's
see it.
library, and they're like,
Yes.
"You can't say that here. You're offending me."
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I couldn't imagine sending my kids to public school. I couldn't
I
imagine.
have great news.
Yeah.
Canada issues warning for LGBTQ travelers in the USA.
Yes, go back to Canada, LGBTQs. I agree. You've been warned. Oh, that sounded threatening, huh? Yikes.
Right.
My bad. I have to press the button. Oh, good
So,
times.
Did
So you
wanna
want to
get
talk
into
about
Igee
you want to talk about the night letter that our good friend to drink with crazy got from Eigee Mars, who's totally not Liam Gray? Because there's multiple people who are not Liam Gray who write paragraphs about things, ranting at people. And I thought about this morning when I was watching Liam Gray's live stream. He was doing one on Five Nights at Freddy this morning, talking about the talking about the story structure and what it meant and the deeper implications of it. And he scripted it out ahead of time. He was obviously reading off of a rant he wrote, and which was again a multi-paragraph thing that took 15 minutes to read. And I thought, you know what? There are so many people on the internet who do this. It's not just Liam. And so this totally might not be Liam. No, of course it's Liam. Of course it's Liam again. And now he's ranting at a drink with Crazy. And I don't know what he's thinking he's going to accomplish out of this. But we've got it here. But before we do that, I'm going to pee, Cider.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You want an interlude? Intermission?
How you been, Cider? How you hanging? You all right? You dealing?
Yeah. Yeah. I made preparations a year ago. I started running through everything. So nothing came as a surprise. So.
Right.
Right now, I'm the rock for everybody. I've been making a joke that I feel like Dominic Toretto, family, family, I'm making a joke. I'm gonna go buy a black Challenger. I'm gonna start wearing a tank top, shave my head. At the family.
Yeah, don't shave your head.
No, it's not a good look for me. I'll fit in with that blood tribe up north we got moved in here. Those neo-Nazis that have set up north of a college town.
Yeah. Plus, if you went all shaved and everything, you'd look more like Dobby than Dom.
Probably Uncle Finster, to be honest, considering how pale I am.
That's true.
I just, phone call after phone call all the time. When I do this stuff, I just shut it off so nobody can get a hold of me. It just goes to voicemail. So.
Yeah, that's when Doug's dad died, I was just like, I just texted him like, I'm not gonna call you because that's the last thing I wanted when my dad died.
Yep.
So I just let him know.
Oh wow, this is fun talking about people's parents dying.
Hey,
said nobody ever. What the hell are you doing to my stream?
The viewership went up by 5.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Chad.
People want to know that we're human.
My god, I'll never go pee again.
Women say they're more sensitive men, John. Okay, yeah. We're being sensitive.
We got a bunch of stuff happening. Art Gaines has been a member for 3 months. Thank you for being a member of the channel, my friends. Pablo Diablo has also been a member for 3 months. I appreciate it. And Daimo Z is returning to be a member again. Welcome back, brother.
Geek Adventure says, "Let the healing happen, John."
And Art Gaines for $2 Canadian, which is I think 10 cents American, says public schools are dark satanic mills. Yes, they are.
Yeah,
it's evil. They are evil at this juncture. So. And let the healing happen.
Do you remember
Void him soda.
This was my middle school class. Look how freaking
all these feelings are turning the frogs gay. Yes.
This was one grade at my middle school. That's
wow.
It's like churning out robots.
It is. John A. Douglas for $4.99 says, "Don't be fooled, John. Royce is actually one of Roger's disguises from American Dad. He's still our number one Iron Age booty daddy, though."
Can you tell which one is me?
I can't. I can't even tell the difference between any of them at this size.
Are you the Asian kid with the smirk?
Right in the middle.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the super chat.
Where's Waldo that pretty quick? Yeah.
Well, I zoomed it in and I put me in the middle. Come on.
Yeah, whatever.
They're all
Which means you're easy to spot.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this opened up in Twitter. I forgot I have the app on here. I just wanted it in a browser.
Blurry.
Did you get John A. Douglas's super chat?
I did. I was reading it while you guys were talking about Mike S. Miller's thing. It was kind of rude of you to step over his super chat. You guys should apologize to John A. Douglas for his super chat. Okay, you can read it again.
Don't be fooled, John. Royce is actually one of Roger's disguises from American Dad. He's still our number one Iron Age booty daddy, though.
Thank you, second Edwin. So, do you remember? Do you remember when we started calling Edwin the Ace Acevedo second Edwin, and he got so pissed about that? That was really funny. Yeah, those were good times. Some people get mad at me on the internet. I don't know why.
Booty daddy.
Okay, so here we are.
There it is.
This came from A Drink with Crazy and his deal this morning. So he was asking people to take a chance on something new and walk away from Marvel and DC. I did. Oh, this is a nice video. Look at this. You should do that, guys, and back flying sparks. Listen to A Drink with Crazy.
Edge booty daddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, American mythology has been castrated by a bandsaw in some lonely apartment of a non-binary guy who just figured out what a bandsaw was by watching a YouTube video.
What a
Don't
dapper
know
guy.
what I'm talking about? Look at what has happened to the American mythology, the thing that we like to call pop culture in this country, over the last about 10 years. A lot of people say that there was a very big turning point in Star Wars when all of a sudden they just abandoned what Star Wars was. You know, Superman is no longer about truth, justice, in the American way, and many characters have been
Meta Man is
gay.
He's not
But
gay.
there is one thing that a ragtag bunch of people out on YouTube have been calling for the last little bit now. Guys like Razor Fist, people who work with Nerdrotic Geeks and Gamers, and so on and so forth. Even guys like Eric July. They have all been calling for others out there to do something. Don't ask to be a part of the culture. Become the culture. Now, this is definitely a call that I heard last year when I started working on this YouTube channel and slowly but surely building it to the small size, but much larger size than it is now. That's just what you tell your wife. No, baby, it was smaller back in the day. It's fine.
Wait,
but
what?
metaphors aside, ladies and gentlemen, going out and creating is something that absolutely needs to happen. But there's one thing that I'm not quite hearing yet. And that is a call to the fans out there. You see, there are plenty of fans out there that I know of that may not be interested in necessarily creating something because...
What? Phone call?
Well, they're
Sorry,
not
I got a phone
creative
call.
types.
It stopped this video.
Some people are meant to sit there and put fantastical pieces of art on a piece of paper. Other people are meant to go drink a 30-pack and then wake up the next day in 100-degree weather and then go build the American infrastructure. Anybody else? Anybody? Where's my blue collar guys at? But you understand what I'm saying? There are so many people out there that have so many different talents in life, and all of the people out there who heard the call to go create are creating. But I do not want to miss the most pivotal part of this whole thing. The fans out there who are looking for something, who are willing to take a leap of faith on something new.
That's right, my friend. So take a leap of faith on Flying Sparks. We are new. We are on Fund My Comic, a newer website right now, which we all need to support and get on right now. Listen to A Drink with Crazy, my friends. And this drove Liam crazy, which is, again, why you should just check out my book today, because it always drives Liam crazy when it does. So he said, this happened right here. Well, yeah, Lone Star is. We know that. So Liam went crazy in response to this, believe it. I mean, Eigee Mars, who might or may not be Liam, went crazy here. So let's see what happened on this. Oh my fucking God, Cider.
Oh my Lord.
Every time I look at it, it just seems like it's added another paragraph. It's a State of the Union address.
That's a paragraph
no.
of paragraphs.
Oh, geez, this is painful. There's LoneStarComic.com. You can get on Fund My Comic today. Mike is kind of cool, says Geek Avenger for $2. Miller is Comicsgate.
That was great.
Yeah, that's not what he said. But there's the Comicsgate is Comics Great. So therefore A plus B, if A plus B equals C, or wait, is it A, if A equals B and A equals, and B equals C, then A equals C. Power of math. Or something. I don't know.
I'm the
It's not
Asian
my forte.
here. Don't
I
try to
write
math
comic
me.
books. I write comic books. Geek Avenger, thank you for the $2 super chat. Yep, that's Liam. It is. It's got to
You
be.
can tell from
All right.
here.
You can tell from this. God. Okay. So A Drink with Crazy just says, buy some indie comic. Oh, God. You can't even zoom in well enough to like read it for the chat.
Got to open it in a new tab.
Oh, my God. Okay.
An image in new tab.
Okay. How do I do that?
That's a right click.
Open
click.
link in new tab.
Yep.
Is this it?
Yep. That should.
Okay.
You got to open image. In
hold on. I don't have to open the whole image because I can do it from here like this.
Oh,
I can zoom in from here.
You
Okay.
really don't have this ability to do that.
I don't. Yeah, I'm on a Mac. It's fine. Look, I got it. I've got it
Well,
up.
you've only got it for a little while, and then once you got to open the image, once you get to the
No,
fourth
I've got it for the whole thing. No, it's got the whole thing.
Oh my gosh,
Look.
Shider, would you open it on your computer?
Okay.
Doesn't it? Yeah, he does have the whole.
I've got it. LMAO, you people are insane. Because it totally doesn't read in an Australian accent. Your belief in a culture war necessitates a conviction towards removing your interests, attention, and money from all the things that make up the current pop culture.
Right.
And you know who should be leading that charge, right? You can hear it, can't you? all the people you idiots consider your leaders. Like the mouthy old DWC up there. That's Drink with Crazy. It should be a DWC, but okay.
Yeah.
And you know why you don't see them totally divest from the current pop culture? Because complaining about current pop culture is how they make their money on YouTube.
It's true. Though.
And
right.
That's true.
Right.
That's 100% why I'm watching Ahsoka, because I get money for it. It's perfect. And they're making the money on platforms partnered with Megacorps. Fund My Comics is not partnered with Megacorps, Liam.
He's talking about YouTube.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Who are funding the entertainment projects because they have to pay to consume so they can make money off you chuds. Just so you can keep paying into the vicious circle of pay Megacorp, consume, complain, monetize, algorithm, pay Megacorp, consume, complain, monetize, algorithm.
Stop!
Yes, Mike.
Have you ever heard Liam use the word chuds?
Complain about the first pop culture so they can make money off you chuds.
This might actually be that idiot from what's his name? Not Thinking Critical. Obviously not Thinking Critical. The one that Nerdette went after.
Robert Welling?
For being a pedo. Or for
Who? Oh, one of those guys?
Actual fandom.
Yeah, the actual.
You think so?
He calls people, us, chuds all the freaking time. I've never heard Liam use it.
I don't know.
This does okay. Read it in sort of a gay voice.
Okay, he's got the nasal voice. LMAO, you people are insane. Your belief in a culture war necessitates a conviction towards removing your interest, attention, and money from all the things that make up current pop culture. And you know who should be leading the charge? All the people you idiots consider your leaders. Like mouthy old Drink with Crazy up there.
You think it's him?
I think it might be one of them. Actual
Paladin Dragoon Rider fact checks you and says Liam has used it before.
Has he really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was after he started talking to Mark Brooks. Picked it up.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Mark Brooks.
They're all in a Discord together.
It's
honest.
something lefties use.
They're all the same fucking people.
Because
I like it better than the Australian accent, personally.
It's like cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller. We're okay with that.
Yeah.
And how many of you watching this video realize that old Drink with Crazy said whole lot of nothing while he was talking? Why do so many of you keep equating rapid speech and a performative sign-off with intelligence and wisdom? Drink with Crazy, nor does anyone you all consider yourselves leaders of your various movements towards hating pop culture, and the people who run it has a plan beyond buy our stuff, monetize the haters, parallel economy. And remember, these are the same people who not only pay to consume the stuff they tell you all you have to hate, they also decide to avoid the numbers, facts, and data so they don't have to explain why all the stuff they still think sucks still makes enough money to sustain the companies that own the IPs. They just tell you the project's lost money and laugh about it, while not explaining what $1 billion actually is and what happens when a company like Disney collects $26 billion off one property alone and puts that money into a banking system designed to keep rich people rich beyond real-world appliance.
But they lost $120 billion last year, so like.
Yeah, I know. There's big shareholder calls and all that shit.
I'm sorry,
right?
dude. I don't think this sounds like an argument that Liam would even care about making.
Liam makes all sorts of arguments that are nutty all the time. You just don't listen to all of them. He just did a 20-minute rant about the stupid show. He kind of is, though. He if you listen to him talk a lot of the time,
He's just
he says the right and the left are kind of the same. He does. He talks like it all the
Pretty
time.
much a butthurt conservative.
I don't
I'm
know.
starting to think
I've seen him do this.
I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of doubt on here.
You're gonna cast doubt on this? Doesn't sound like
I'm
Liam.
listening to this in actual fandom's voice.
It's organized
and I can
chaos.
Totally hear him saying organized chaos or actual fandom. This totally sounds like something they would say.
You're thinking of Bob.
I don't know about
Bob is
that.
organized chaos.
Does it sound more like actual fan or more like it could sound like Mark? Could sound like Mark Brooks too. I just want to give the results of our poll, by the way, Mike. 111 people have voted now, and 78% of them say you're Comicsgate. So that's overwhelming scientific consensus right there.
Well, prove it. Buy Lone Star.
By Lone Star. Yeah, it's fair. Yeah. You're right. Meanwhile, you have all these wannabes refusing to unite because they think they're smart enough to become true leaders. Now, this really sounds like Liam. He always talks like this. Rely on the socialistic framework of crowd-funded welfare to put out comic books that actually suck. Snipe at each other over childish shit, and then spend the little bit of money you have left after fulfillment of crowd-funded welfare comic book campaigns on goods, services, and entertainment produced by the megacorps you're told to hate. You all think that Eric July's success will result in a sea change of how pop culture produces content when the companies produce across multiple platforms of art spend millions per day to say on point, when all you forget that July made his money by being a black contrarian of dubious political affiliation who says galactically stupid shit like, I don't believe in civil rights, then overcharged you all for a product that doesn't stand up when challenged on the basis of its writing, which is chief among what you all say is wrong with current pop culture product. I haven't even dug that deep into the stupidity, hypocrisy, fear, and contradictory childishness that appeared in this video that greases the asthmatic, crippled, intellectually compromised old Pontiac Sunfire that is the movement you claim as your own. But I'm here to tell you that, and Liam always makes weird analogies like Pontiac Sunfire. This is another reason I think it's Liam. Nobody else talks like that. I'm here to tell you that, yes, you are the make yourselves insane and stupid by listening to and believing in more insane and stupid dudes who make up your leadership. I get what Drink with Crazy here is trying to do, but he and all of you need to start asking yourselves some very tough questions and acting accordingly with your money. You can't be shouting America first and keep all those factories that produce your cheap clothing in Asia. Wake up and start digging, because you all not only need to climb out of the asses of dudes like Scoiver, July, who's this?
Beekler.
Nerdrotic.
Gary.
Okay. Delarose, I just refer to him as Gary. At all. You need to climb out of your own. All right? See, I got mentioned there too. You know, again, this is like,
I never
Drink with Crazy's insecurities about bisexual men operating power tools says more about him than he realizes. He put another layer of stupidity on top of this rant that didn't need to be there, but thought it was a good idea to. Now he's critiquing the way he actually presented this and what he said. So this is again a Liam thing where Liam gets lost in his own autism, right? Stopping to wonder before he spoke about how many gay bisexual men actually are making livings in the trades and factories that have built America, and I'm including the ones that live outside the country, whose hard work is imported here. I implore anybody who is even remotely close to this pair of clown shoes to message him and tell him it's time for him to grow up. PPS. None of your leaders, he doesn't stop. This is why it's also Liam. Have the intelligence, longevity, passion, skill, daring, education, support structures, connections, inroads, people, adaptability, all the megatons of pallets of the money you need to become the culture. You can't even take over industries you didn't build. You only can try and put your product alongside that which is superior to what you have to offer. Comicsgate ain't replacing a damn thing, especially when the losers within CG keep begging you to pay them from paychecks you earn from your day jobs. And Iron Age distribution is already on the path to failure before it even gets started. You people are sick to your cores, and it's all very funny to watch. Whew. Do you really not think that's lame?
That doesn't read like Liam to me.
Wow.
It's interesting because, the other day with the Eigee Mars thing in the chat,
definitely was Liam.
100%. I was 100%. But with this, it just doesn't. to me.
I think you are off about Liam's like random rants because remember he's an old time punk rocker, and so he's got different thoughts on politics, right? And so he does rant about these things quite often.
I could be wrong. It could have been written for him, says Paladin Dragoon.
Drink with Crazy says, I wish I weren't at work. Well, that's your fault for being a wagey. Jeez.
Einen Prime says, we agree with Mike. We just say it is to keep him mad.
Right.
Why
would Liam bring up Gary? That's an interesting point.
We don't know.
That's an interesting point. I don't know.
Yeah, and Royce almost never brings up EVS. So to lead with that, it's kind of
leading with EVS and me is kind of like,
Well, he ended with you.
He ended with me, as he always does.
Could be just some guy.
And with me too, guys. This is Flying Sparks, and you can end your deprivation of good comics by getting a great new comic today. And I'm going to get this out to you very quickly because I'm a good guy with on-time books. That's right. Here we are making some actual comics. And this is going to be the first book that's in print with the actual comic logo on it. You're going to be very excited about this when you get that in your hands and you see that beautiful, beautiful logo of actual comics. If you don't have the merch already, that is. But here it is. Flying Sparks, the companion volume. It's 3 full stories, 80 pages, beautiful art, wonderful storytelling all the way around. And this does impact the Flying Sparks universe quite well, including Metagirl's origin. So if you guys were wondering about the origin, the first flight of our character as she goes off into the skies, this is it right here. Check it out today. It's on Fund My Comic, which is run by Luke Stone, a wonderful guy with On-Time Books also. And On-Time Tech Support, I should say. If you guys remember, he showed up here and fixed my error on Monday, which I appreciate him doing. And you can get this new book
tomorrow anymore.
No, it still says that on here.
Still delivering tomorrow.
Yeah. So I guess it is going to be a late books.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. I guess it is going to be a late books, but it's not going to be that late because I am going to be printing it within the next couple weeks, and then we're going to be shipping immediately. So these books are going to just be boom, 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 and then on to the next book. This is only a 14-day campaign, guys, and it's not going to be opening in demand. So this is something you've got to get on right now. Complete your Flying Sparks collection or start it right here. It's a great place to actually start reading Flying Sparks, my big superhero universe. And if you want to go all in on it, which it would be awesome if you've not read it yet, all 6 volumes, you get $10 off and you get combined shipping, which is great. So thank you guys so much. That link's in the chat, both pinned in there and in the description to make it easy for you guys. Get on to Fund My Comic today and support our friends there and support us.
I just had a horrible idea.
Mike Miller color. Yeah, what's up?
Could you go back to that and just read maybe a sentence or two in Nerdette's voice?
Oh, really? Oh, Jesus. Oh, I can't. My throat hurts. I can't do it. You're lucky. I'm feeling sick, so I can't do it today.
All right, I'm not gonna. Do it.
Cider's hearing it in his head right now, even though I haven't done it.
Yeah, just mentally preparing.
DC Comics.
I can't do it. I can't do it today. Oh my gosh. Next week we'll try it. Okay. So our next on the agenda, my friends, is our good friend Noel from the Kiwi Farms went on to Dick and Vito's show. If you guys remember Noel. Do you guys remember Noel from the Kiwi Farms?
Yeah, Josh Moon.
Yeah.
I have a couple of words for Joshua Moon. Joshua, you are complicit in making multiple people commit suicide. You have made enemies everywhere. The legacy you are going to leave behind in this world is one of creating and operating a platform that for nearly a decade has tormented countless people. One day, you are going to get slumped, and your entire life is going to collapse like a house of cards. And when that day comes, no one will be there to help you.
All right. And so we have the clip of Noel talking about this for a few minutes. Let's see what he has to say.
I'm about to lose my shit, by the way, because I felt like with the Dick Masterson shit, if you are kind of a new listener, I was pretty chummy with a guy called Dick Masterson. And he was one of the co-hosts of the Maddox show, The Biggest Problem in the Universe. They had a falling out. He started his own show called The Dick Show. And the initial 200 episodes kind of centered around Maddox suing him over various things. One of them being a trademark infringement and the other one being a...
I thought Maddox was Dick Masterson. Am I wrong? I'm kidding, Chad. I'm kidding.
When I say a defamation lawsuit, it's been a while, so I don't remember exactly. At some point, Dick invites this guy called Digibro into his circle. And Digibro is an autistic pedophile. He's obsessed with Lolicon, and he talks about jerking off to Lolicon because he wishes that he was a little girl being raped or something.
Whoa.
It's really fucked up.
Yeah.
Do you know who's not fucked up like that? What a shitty way to get introed. I'm sorry, Dark.
Oh, you hit him like that.
Good timing, bro.
Why? What did I come into? I just saw the link and clicked it.
Oh, Jesus.
What did I get? What was the segue? What did I get screwed
Just
on?
listen. It's Noel from the Kiwi Farms. He's talking about a pedo.
And when I'm talking to talking to them in a private Discord years and years ago, the producer of the Dick Show, a guy named Riley, tells me to fuck off unambiguously. So I say to Dick on his podcast, and
I'm sorry. It was just the timing of him showing up. It's not my fault. I said he's not like that. Jeez.
Short that I feel like I've been given the hint to leave, and I find your position on Lolicon because of my experience with dealing with Lolicons while moderating and administrating image boards.
Why are there so many people out there defending Lolicon on YouTube streams these days? I hear this all the effing time these days. We've got it. Of course, we started it with a certain lawsuit that's going on with a certain guy who took a big black dildo up the butt. And then, of course, we have that one guy who what was that? What was even the guy's name? He even did full on debates on Lolicon that was being fed to. It was a
Mr. Anime.
Mr. Anime, that's right. And now we've got this. Why is everybody all up on this? It's so weird.
Words. I know that they're pedophiles, and I know that if you are associated with these people, you will inevitably eat shit for it. So that was my last conversation with him. In fact, I've avoided even tagging him on Twitter for years since then. I felt like I got utter and complete final closure on the Dick Show shit with that conversation. I think that I made my point really well, and he did not. And
it was Dick Masterson defending Lolicon?
Riley was, I think he still is. He's fucking like a mentally handicapped girl. A girl named Mint Salad called into the Dick Show. She was a furry artist. She made really amateurish out because she's heavily autistic. She made shitty art for furries, porn for furries. Her parents said, "We don't like you doing this. So you're either going to stop drawing furry porn or you're going to leave our house."
Oh my God.
Dick suggests to her that she's an adult, so therefore she should choose furry porn over her family. This girl leaves her family and ends up in the Dick Show circle and ends up in a relationship with Riley, who was the producer for the Dick Show. After this fight with Dick, at some point, Riley gets kicked off.
There's a lot of back to the lore to talk about Eric July.
Yeah, wow. This is all about Eric July? I thought this was a whole other Dick mess.
Yeah, it always is.
And Digibro, Riley, and Mint become like a little group. And at some point, Riley starts pimping her out. So there are sex videos of this retarded woman that Dick basically furloughed from being in her parents' home into Riley's possession. And now he pimps her out. And there are these truly, genuinely sad videos of a mentally handicapped woman in grandma underwear with skid marks in them having sex.
Oh my god!
Because that was her fate as a result of calling into the Dick Show and asking for a good opinion about if she should choose furry porn or her own family. Thankfully, by the time this happened, I was already gone, so I had no association with Dick when this happened. And then Dick got involved in the cutie shit, where he kept defending cuties, even though it was being prosecuted in the state of Texas as being child pornography according to the DOS standard. There are these logs that leaked where he
this is wild shit.
He's in a long-term relationship with 80s girl, and this relates to Maddox. Maddox was in a relationship with a girl called 80s girl. That's just her name. They're all about the same age. She's in her.
This is too much lore, Cider. I can't process this much lore. Jesus.
I hope what we're getting to is worth it.
Okay.
40s now, I think, and Dick stole his girl, and that was a huge win. He's like, yes, I stole your bitch. I'm fucking your bitch and shit. And so he keeps 80s girls as like a trophy of his old total and utter humiliation of Maddox.
80s girl is not underage, by the way. Just so you know.
And I believe because she is a school teacher,
she in her
wants
80s?
kids, and Dick does not want kids because he's a man child. And he will never grow up and he'll never have a family. So I believe that he's strung her along, saying, if we have kids one day, it'll be like, whatever, I'll change and stuff. But I think that he is like secretly vasectomized and has strung her along until she's infertile, because now that she's 40, she's not going to have a child.
She's 40,
he
apparently.
did that to her, and I think that's unforgivable. I think that he purposely deceived her into staying in a relationship with him so that he could have his Maddox trophy over him forever. But at some point, because he likes to present himself as being a big macho swinger who has lots and lots of pussy, he tried to arrange a threesome between 80s girl and this totally unhinged woman. I forget her name, but she ended up leaking emails between 80s girl and herself, where 80s girl was lamenting the fact that Dick was a man child, that they'll never have a family, that she wants kids, so on and so forth. And
we got somebody who loves to talk about this shit. So here we are. Hello.
Wait, are we not watching Prices Right on this show?
No, not this.
It's the guy from the Kiwi farms. Yeah, somebody says it's the weirdest autistic perspective of this lore I've ever heard. Yeah, I mean, it's Noel from the Kiwi farms. This is who we're watching. This is literally like Autism Central. Okay. I don't know how much of this is real, how much of it isn't. So that's that.
That Dick Masterson liked to dress up as a cow called Juju the cow and get fucked in the ass by a strap on.
Wait, what?
That was a great part to enter a conversation.
Hi, Jacob.
Ow.
I'm pretty sure.
I feel like there were some lines in that transcript that I missed.
I don't think even happened, but he tried to arrange it and it failed. And so the Simpspiracy, this is the name of it, and it's all documented in the thread. And you might be wondering, Josh, you've not talked about this in years, and yet you've known about it. I have, and I mostly ignored it because even though I had a falling out with Dick, I didn't want to be like a scorned lover and just start going scorched earth on him and bringing up all this stuff that I didn't even care about. But now that I've seen the emails, I know that it's pretty bad. He was gaslighting the fuck out of these two women, didn't get what he wanted, and came out looking like a retard. I bring it up now because I finally figured out what Vito Gasaldi is. If you don't know, Vito Gasaldi is someone who has on multiple occasions heavily implied that he is sexually attracted to children. He's a close friend. I think he's even been roommates with Max Carson, a man who is undoubtedly a pedophile, who is now writing articles about how it should be okay to watch child pornography. I'm 100% convinced is a pedophile based on his behavior, and who is close friends with Vito, who I'm also concerned or convinced is a pedophile.
Oh my gosh.
So I've always wondered why he keeps...
the Dankstream did not allege anything like that, and is not responsible for the contents of Noel's thoughts.
We
won't allege anything.
Show,
but
why he
also won't
rebooted the biggest
deny
problem in the universe
either.
with a fat pedophile named Vito. And I made a tweet in regards to something I'll talk about in a second. And I made a tweet and I said in reply to the video that I watched, I'm about to show you, I said, at Dick Masterson, you're going to get slaughtered like a pig, you fucking idiot. You bet your career on a greasy, fat pedophile and his retarded comic book. Stop harassing this black dude and find another obsession. You're such a fucking idiot. Holy shit. He responds.
I do agree that they should.
KYS, and he's allowed to post that on X.
Yes, correct. Mike got if you don't know, got suspended from Twitter for saying KYS the other day, just the 3 letters, which means keep yourself safe, right? No, Josh's account is suspended from what I could see.
Oh, really?
So no, he could not. Mike is the answer to that.
Wait, so you're totally nuked?
Hey, that what I just sent you, John, that was the dark gift version.
I like that.
Wait, what? I'm so confused.
It's an inside joke now that you just don't get to understand. But no, Joshua Moon, ex-Josh account is suspended. It looks like it's permanently suspended. And Mike got suspended temporarily for typing the 3 letters KYS.
I know.
So,
I didn't even type the 14 words. Just
You
It could have
didn't,
been-
yeah.
He could have been pluralizing, lubricant for all we know.
Who knows?
I didn't even know what it meant, and then someone was explaining it. I'm like, oh, KYS, I get it, and that's what I.
Yeah, no, he wasn't saying it to anybody or anything like that. Yeah.
Keep yourself safe.
Now I get it.
Yeah. Yes. Keep yourself safe today and be an hero. Yes.
Responds to this with the message, why are you guys so obsessed with Vito? So let me repeat this. Dick Masterson, you are going to get slaughtered like a pig. You fucking idiot. You bet your career
Yikes.
on a fat, greasy pedophile. So other hand, I now have 5 on one hand and 1 on the other. In his comic book, 2 for Vito. Back to Dick. Stop harassing this black man and find another obsession. You're such a fucking idiot. Holy shit. I mentioned Vito.
They should stop harassing this nice black man. I agree with this.
No,
Sure, I mean, what is wrong with Eric putting out a comic? It just seems to be
Nothing.
an affront to these guys. I don't know why Dick
He's a
Masterson...
nice black man with on-time books.
It seems like this whole thing is just built out of envy that somebody made a bunch of money and they didn't.
Really?
Yeah.
I asked Vito about this last night, and he said it's making him rich. So I'm like,
He says making him rich?
he's getting views, he's getting clicks,
He's getting views. Is he
money
getting...
for
I mean, is he
TV.
getting rich, or is he getting
He just means,
you know,
just means he's making money.
Or is he just talking out of his butt?
This is
Yeah.
this
Pretty
is
big
his
butt.
grift, right? He's like,
Yeah,
they're doing their
okay.
grift, my grift. He did. I'm not quoting him. This is my understanding. His grift is grifting them, and it's like,
okay.
everybody's making money, talking crap. About
Yeah, that's
other
what it
people.
sounds like. But I mean,
I'm
they've
just
gone
sick
way too far on this shit, though. They
Yeah,
really
I'm
have.
just sick of hearing it.
So is he just
Yeah.
pulling like a merch
Sick of
and just
seeing it
pretending
on
like
my
he's on
Twitter
top
feed.
of this whole thing?
I think so. Yeah.
I might have to stop, like mute him and Eric and Dick. Also, I don't follow Dick at all.
Gosh, I really would love for this thing to just like everybody just like stop
Seriously.
fighting each other in this because it's such a nightmare.
Dang, children.
So twice indirectly. And I mentioned Dick 7 times. He responds to this saying, why are you guys so obsessed with Vito? And I literally walked to the store to get an energy drink before my podcast. And on the walk there, it clicked. It clicked in a bright, shining star in my head. I realized what it is. He realized with his podcast, The Biggest Problem in the Universe Before, that Maddox sitting next to him made him look good. And because he's now Juju the cow, a washed up 40-year-old who can't arrange a threesome but pretends to, who pimps out mentally retarded women to his retarded producers, and who gets fucked in the ass as Juju the cow. He needs someone really, really gross to make him look good in comparison. So he found a pedophile to take all the heat for him. Because if you ever get there and you say anything to him about him and Vito, he will always immediately deflect to Vito Gasaldi and say, why are you beating up on poor Vito? He's only a pedophile. And I get it now. He is terrified
It's a bold
of having
strategy,
any kind
Cotton.
of flame poured on him directly. Actually, what's really, really funny is that he's been in response to this. Oh, he did actually respond to this finally.
He did respond. Yes, somehow I'm the only furry in the world who doesn't talk about it all day, every day. I'm a marvel of modern science. So all he cared about was the furry comment, I guess.
Yeah, I'm somehow the only furry in the world who doesn't talk about it all every day. I'm a marvel of modern science. It's total deflection. I'm not calling you a furry. I'm calling you a man who gets dressed up as a cow and gets fucked in the ass by women. But he was late to reply to this. He replied to everything else first, and then finally got around to it. I guess after the podcast started. I guess hoping I wouldn't see it. I just saw it. Very. I think that he's afraid of people focusing on him and not Vito. So he puts this honeypot out next to him so that people will just talk about Vito because he's so much easier to make fun of because he's so viscerally disgusting, readily contemptible in every way, shape, and form. And I'm just sick of him.
Dude, this is
Because,
literally
I went from like gradually just like, oh, what
Farms.
You what?
This is like the audiobook version of Kiwi Farms.
It is right. He's like reading this whole thread.
These effing furry F them in the ass.
Yeah, it is Kiwi Farms in a nutshell. Yeah, you're right.
That is such a great way to put it.
what a fucking idiot. I can't believe he's doing this to himself. To why is he doing this? Like, I understand he wants to be contrarian, but the cutie shit's a line too far. They're like, really? You're going to have this fucking pedophile be on your stream? You're going to defend him? Like, is that really where you're going? And now I think he's actively malicious. And I'll let, he has this ongoing feud with Eric July. Eric July is a black man. He puts out a comic. He makes several $1 million off his comic. His comic is like a generic alt tech, like anti-woke, just like the most beige color of conservatism that exists in the United States right now. The most profitable form of, we're not going to be DC Marvel. We're going to make an old-fashioned comic book with dudes and being manly men and showing stuff. Something that Dick should honestly love because that's his brand. But
that's what I don't get in this whole deal. That is something Dick should honestly love because that is his brand. Right?
I don't know. I never followed him.
Yeah. I mean, he came from the kill stream circles, which are kind of the right wing brand. We're the edgy right wing guys, and that's his whole deal. He's been edgy boy forever, and so he just has to be edgy boy over and over. And now he's just on the wrong target. Instead of going at Heather Antos or something, he's just on the target of Eric July, right? And it's like, why?
I guess it's true. There is a point in your life where you eventually jump the shark.
Well, I think, it was Vito going after Eric first, and Eric's like the left-wing version of Dick, right?
Eric's the left-wing version of Dick.
And then I think that Dick is just kind of having Vito's back in this whole thing.
No, Dick's going so hard. I don't know about that.
Yeah, but he didn't start it, right? It was Vito and Eric.
No, Vito started it.
Phrasing, John. Phrasing.
Yeah, I know a lot of dicks that go very hard.
Fair.
Then Dick joined the Menage a Trois.
Gross.
But Vito, the pedophile, is also an aspiring comic book artist, and they're jealous that this guy makes several $1 million. So Vito kickstarts his own bullshit comic book. It makes, I want to say less than $100,000, and for months, I have heard nothing about this show except that that Dick is obsessed with Eric July, just obsessed with him, just obsessed with every decision he makes. If he decides to get a 3PL or a warehouse or whatever the fuck he's doing, every decision he makes is put under a microscope. For some reason,
it's way better to put under a microscope and be obsessed with somebody like Patrick S. Tomlinson and look at every single decision they make. It's way more fun. Everybody enjoys it. Everybody knows this guy's an asshole, so we can all be on the same team together and laugh. Isn't it better?
Look,
I think so.
I'm just going to say, I'm sick to death of the whole thing, and I just wish they would all freaking shut up and go have a beer somewhere. But it is really the same thing that's happening across the internet, where you find a cash cow and you just milk it every day. You do 3 videos of the same stupid freaking topic that's bringing you money.
Yeah, I wonder who does anything like that.
I can do this and point fingers at the.
I thought this guy was joking at me for a little bit, and it looks like he's now doing the thing where he repeats the same thing over and over again, like he's mad at the internet. I don't know what your deal is, bro, but plays the Christian. No, I'm a real deal Christian, buddy. So that's. Yeah, go away, Jacob. You're a fake Christian with your fake church. I'm just kidding. But that's the thing. Vito's not a pedo, and I'm not sweeping for him either. I just said he was not the person who sent that email because everybody was blaming him for that, and he didn't do it still. So if you listen to me this entire show, I've been like, they've gone way too hard at Eric. It's way over the line. It sucks. I don't like it. I don't know what you guys want. I'm going to tell the truth that he didn't send that email, but I'm going to also just call it like I see it. So I'm sorry you don't like the way I see it, but that doesn't make me a fake Christian or whatever. So sorry, bro. I don't do brand very well. That's kind of been my entire problem is if you look at my history, like I'm not a very good company guy, and I don't like actually do the whole brand thing very well. That's why people often seem to like just misunderstand my laughter, misunderstand what I'm doing a lot of the time. So I don't know. I need to get better at that, but working on it. But I appreciate your concerns all the same. So hope you calm down a little bit there, bud. Sorry.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is Vito's book still funding?
I think so.
Yes. He said $76,000.
We don't hear anything about his book. It's always just ripping on Rippa.
He's got 1,300. He's got 1,300 backers. Dark Gift. He's got 1,300 backers on his first comic book. on Indiegogo.
I'm not. No, I'm
nearly
not. I'm not.
100K.
I'm not.
He's-
I'm not
he's-
dissing that.
Vito,
Hold
I'm
on,
not.
Anthony, do you watch?
he
his
is
show?
actually doing magnitudes of times better than I am, just like not causing a stir or whatever.
But-
so I
but
guess it's
do
working.
You watch his show,
you know?
Anthony.
No, I can't. I can make it
Okay,
like 5
well,
minutes in.
There you go.
It's not like
Is-
Eric July is going to respond to his.
No, I think you're missing my point. Like, is he funneling all this stuff to his book, or like is he promoting his book at all? Like, I
On his
don't.
show, he promotes it all the time. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's all I was asking.
Yeah.
And again,
Yeah.
no, I don't think he's a pedophile. I think he's a horribly degenerate human being, but he's proud of that. So I don't think, like, even if he was like the pedophile thing, he steered into a joke, and it just became a whole
Correct.
thing of
Yeah.
itself.
And if you listen to him, he said
I
that
don't
multiple times. He
sense any of his
said he's not
degenerate-
won multiple times. I hate having to say that every single time because it's like, it's not my job to say that. Yeah, I'm not him and it doesn't matter. Like, I don't really care. But like, at the same time, it's like, you guys get so on this. The guy's not. And that's it. I mean, that's all there is to it. But oh well. Yeah.
He's
He is a
bad, he's
degenerate.
communist, he's a degenerate. There's plenty of stuff
Right.
you can poke at him.
Those
for.
things are all true. He's an asshole too. Right. I agree with you on all that. But no, I'm not gonna. It's not me. Then stop. It's the people who are making lies should then stop. We're not lying. We're telling the truth here, right? So that's it. And if you want to look at the Christian take of things, you try to be charitable as possible. Is what Christianity is. Charity is like one of the major tenets of what Christianity is. So.
Interesting. It's not interesting to hear about the black guy just getting into a new business with $1 million and trying to figure out how to do everything the right way. Like, maybe in passing, but that seems to be what his entire show is based on now. So Eric July comes out and he puts out this video, and I wasn't expecting this black guy to drop the receipts and file a convincing argument against Dick and Vito.
Maybe you've heard.
But what the gist of what's happened is that Eric July is being sued by a church over trademark infringement, and I don't know the specifics of that, but I do believe, based on what he says, that Dick and Vito have instigated this trademark suit. They've been contacting both the church and a comic book for kids charity.
I'm not going to go through every person you're friends with and say what sins they've done and make a list, because it's like, why are you doing that? And if you've learned nothing from this channel over the years, we don't do that here. And if you don't like the fact that we don't do that here, you're in the wrong spot. But we don't do that here. That is like my number one thing. We don't do that. You're friends with this person, you're bad. We do not do that here. That's it. So,
under a fake name, trying to convince them to either cut ties with this guy and his comic book, or to file a trademark infringement lawsuit against him for use of a coincidental appearance or some shit. So I will just let him go on. It's a couple minutes, but
See this, he states, I would be curious to know when the decision was made to make a comic book character using the same name as the International School of Ministry. Has Mr. July received any funding to aid him in the creation of superheroes?
this is the email from the fake name. His name in the fake email is like Roy something.
yes, but that's not Vito.
This is the account. It's a obtuse gnome is the actual email address that the Roy is sending from. It is a fan of the Dick Show or an account like this. Your local garbage man here to bin your shite opinions. It follows only Dick and Vito and the biggest problem in the universe podcast. And then he brings up this that they tweeted publicly about this charity that they were interfering with. And then he finds out that
Can I tell us his good traits and defense? I mean, you guys don't want to hear that. So like, I mean, no, I'm not really, right now the topic's Eric July and Noel talking about it, because it's interesting that this got up to Noel at the Kiwi farms. And I'm interested in that. But I mean, Vito's very funny a lot of the time. I like his sense of humor a lot of the time. And he's actually very loyal. So the guy's had my back since, 2015. And that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So now what they did with the charity shit on here was not a good thing. And this is a bad thing. And I wish they wouldn't have done that. I think that it was over the line and way too far. Definitely.
this. I'll just let him explain this.
Entire email
going
chain,
after Jay.
and the original from Mark,
I
who was
got
the owner of
issues
Comic
with
Books for
that.
Kids. Sharing this may have been a critical error because we were able to obtain the entire email chain. In the original email, you see that Vito tried to block out the name. The original contact is from the same email from a guy by the same name. Yet again, concern trolling, this time acting as
Oh, this is great. Made in Hell has an update saying the charity put out a statement thanking Eric and his backers for their efforts. That's awesome. I love that. No, it's a good thing. And this same thing happened to Mike, by the way. Nobody, because nobody remembers more than 2 weeks ago on the internet. But Mike did a thing, Lone Star for the troops, and he was sending comic books to the troops, and he got a bunch of haters all on top of him, like a bunch going, "Why are you making your backers donate to the troops, Mike S. Miller? You're grifting." They did that to Mike too, just like they did it to Eric. So no matter what you do online, somebody's going to go at you and go, "Bleh!" It just is what it is. Can't do a good deed. Yeah.
As if he is so concerned about comic books for kids being scammed. Here's the original email. Without the name being blacked out, you see Mark refers to him as Roy. Again, what we have here is Vito himself using the term we, which would suggest he's included with this specific contact.
Which is exactly what he did when he said that he was including himself in pedophiles, by the way. He needs to really stop using the royal we when talking about pedophiles and people fucking with this guy's business.
Never mind if this could be interference, just how involved are they in this? Well, here they are on the show referring to contacting comic books for kids.
So we contacted that charity.
So this is just outright admitted it.
So they did it. So I that means Dick did it, right? Because I mean the we thing is what makes it messy. So I don't know, but it does it at the end of the day, contacting the charity was a bad thing, and they coped up to that, but they're not repentant for it. They should be repentant for it. That's fucked up with them. But Vito also says he did not send the email to the ISOM Ministries people. So the fact that they said that they did on this one, but they didn't on the other one, like why would they just lie about that? That's the thing that like doesn't make any sense to me. Now Dick has not commented as to whether he sent that email or not, but we know that Vito didn't. That's what it comes down to. And that's why I said that.
Ended it. This is like okay, you have emails. I guess it's like an account that's kind of following him. It could be like a fan doing things without their exact permission. No, Dick explicitly saying we contacted the fucking charity.
The final email that I got.
So we have a tweet where he uses this email, seemingly pointing to an example of we being in contact with the charity. And on video, it looks as if he does something similar. Remember, this is all a concern troll, and one can question if they care about this charity at all. They did down talk them as well.
Is there enough backstory for comic books for kids?
Okay.
Yeah. And at first I thought maybe I shouldn't talk about this because I don't want to fuck up that guy's deal. The comic book charity guys.
Sure.
Yeah, but then I thought, fuck it. This is a bad.
Shocking.
That's the annoying stuff. I mean, these guys are just sitting there going, like just laughing and like running gay ops. And it's annoying. I am, like I said, not defending that, and I don't like that they did this. And I told them to stop. Or I didn't tell Dick because I don't know Dick, but I told Vito, like, why are you doing this? And I told Vito, like, if you need me to like mediate with Eric July, are you friends with Eric? Like, you should dial this down. I said you should dial this down, and he did not reply to me. So I tried. I just do what I can do. But it's not my responsibility, but I still tried.
I have another question, and this is all devil advocate questions because, again, I don't know Vito. I don't, have any horse in the race when it comes to him or anything like that. I don't even know much about the whole pedo accusations. But when he says I didn't send the email, could he be like playing that game like I didn't send the email, but it doesn't mean that I don't know who sent the email?
No, because I've seen behind closed doors about it, right? So if he like had a straight answer, he would have told me. That's what I know. If Vito had a straight answer, he would have told me. Yeah,
just asking.
Pablo Diablo, thank you very much. No, I hope I didn't come across too harsh, but yeah, no, I really don't like the association thing. Like that gets us into so much trouble.
Flying monkeys don't need to be told what to do.
Boom.
Yeah.
Shockingly stupid fucking thing to say. I was aware that this is probably the wrong thing to do, both legally and morally, but then I decided, you know what? I don't actually give a fuck. Literally word for word. You could not ask for a better admission of actual malice than that. That is actual malice that you just put on record. And now you have to backtrack as being a joke in court if it goes to court.
Charity, first of all. And this is why I said, well, I probably shouldn't say this kind of stuff because it'll fuck up this guy's deal. But again, it's already happened. Fuck it.
Perhaps screaming false flagger turns a lie into truth or something, or makes one feel justified in their questionable behavior. If you think that this was in response to those nonsensical allegations against me in early August, well, look at the timestamp. The claims that were in reference to the charity were made a full month before that. These claims could have been an attempt to get myself or the company in trouble with the state, and I didn't initiate that. What does false flagger even mean in this context? Here we see one of them saying, I am on a false flagging spree because this account that was suspended, but the suspended account doxed one of our warehouse addresses and a personal home address. Apparently, that is false flagging. Could it be that someone is working overtime to attempt to ruin my life and what I've built? I mean,
it's not just some. There's a lot of people doing that, Eric, and I know what Discord they're in, and there are bad people involved who harass us and harass Ethan Van Sciver. There's a huge group, you know, when I say huge, 20, 30 people, you want to call it. But those people have been after us for years. And they're definitely doing stuff like that. The doxing, all that shit, that all comes from that group. And, you know, I might not have evidence of it directly, but I know who's responsible. Yeah.
Man, this was said in that video.
I'm an asshole for fun. I like it.
Yes.
If I can say I'm doing it for kids,
Yeah.
it's just a socially acceptable way for me to act like a psychopath.
Yeah.
See? So this is a big opportunity for me to be cruel to people.
I think this is also, it's really important that
it's called motivation.
How expensive this is going to be, that's the golden question. So now the rules for the playing field have been set, and I'm the responding agency. Parties have shown that they have no problem either using the state against us themselves or running out campaigns to maybe push someone else to do it for them. This impacts not only myself, but the dozens of other employees and contractors that work for our company. Now, we sniffed this out a long time ago, but if we did.
So, I mean, there's no other way to spin it. Dick is malicious. He's fucking with this guy. They're jealous about the success of his comic book, and they're actively trying to ruin. I believe that they sent those emails to try and instigate a lawsuit and also interfere.
So I disagree about the emails, but I do believe that they're jealous and trying to fuck with his deal. So Noel's right on that. But like always, the Kiwi Farms takes that extra step, and it's like, is that actually true? I don't know. So that's always the issue here with this group. Kiwi Farms, the audiobook.
Interfere with his ability to form contracts and fair business. And I think that you should go after him. I hope that he fucking wins.
That's brilliant.
It's crazy to me that he's so comfortable saying dumb shit like that on his podcast. And I realized that there's been, because I've never talked about him, I stopped watching his show, and people, I mean, the main thing is that enough people have stopped watching his show because it's fucking boring. And he talks about how much he hates women and fat people over and over again, and then talks about this guy in the corner of his podcast. And that's all he does every episode, every time, the exact same shit over and over again. He's lost even like A-log followers who just report on the dumb shit that he says. And it's clear that with a total lack of accountability and just him and this fucking fat pedophile bouncing off each other endlessly over years has allowed him to feel so comfortable in like this little cesspit that he's dug out for himself. And now he feels comfortable saying whatever he wants. And he's a complete.
Oh, so this is incorrect, Matthew Fowler. Dick and Vito making content out of Rippa is no different than JD and Antos. Heather Antos is a woke SJW who's destroying the comic book industry left and right. And she is a malicious actor inside of the comic book industry who is on the left, and she's a commie, and there's no mercy for commies. That's all.
Well,
yeah, but on the flip side, Vito is a commie, so that's the...
In Minecraft.
Well, I mean, and to be fair to
going
John,
after Eric July is going after a guy. Going after Eric July is going after a guy on our team. That's the difference.
No, but I'm saying Vito's not on our team.
No, Vito's not on our team. Correct. Yeah.
But and to be fair to John too, it's not like you're sitting here making 3 videos a day every day on Heather Antos.
I made a few for a week.
Now maybe
Patrick.
Maybe Patrick S. Tomlinson.
Yes, child. So, yeah. But look. I mean, Heather is out there, and her entire shtick is she's a victim, and she needs to get promoted because she's a victim. She did this, and she intentionally put herself out there to be a celebrity editor, to be the victim of the milkshake thing. And if you remember her entire thing, like nobody knew who she was. She was some associate editor at Marvel, and you remember, associate editor means you're the editor's assistant, which means you're getting coffee for the actual editor. So she's out there doing that as like a unpaid intern, basically. And she made no money over there. If you listen to, she said that they were making less money than $30K a year when she was doing those jobs over there. So, and she knew that she was not going to be able to make a career out of it. She knew she was not going to be able to make money out of it. So she went out there and did the whole, people are giving me death threats on Twitter, and it's Comicsgate and the right wing and your boy Zach. And she made herself into a celebrity based on that victimhood. And so when I cover the fact that she makes bad comic books and bad editorial decisions because she was promoted, not for her ability, but because of the fact that she was just playing victim, and everybody wants to hire the victim lady so they look like they're good wokeites. And then she brings in all of her little friend group to fuck up comics even further. I'm just reporting on that, and that's totally fair game. I don't think I'm not usually. I don't think I've really said anything over the line about Heather or made any like threats about her or whatever. I just talk about the comics and how her behavior is impacting the company, the industry, and the comic books she works on. And that's my job as a comic book journalist. Right?
Yep.
That's it.
Right.
So, yeah. But you know what? I did a review of the Heather Antos signed comic that I just got. It was pretty good. So, and I reported that too.
Completely okay fucking with this guy's business. He's completely okay trying to ruin him just because he doesn't like him. And it's really I really hope that the accountability he desperately needs is going to come in the form of this fucking.
God damn it, I did. He did. Oh, I never respond to the internet in serious. Why did I do that? It's retarded. I apologize, Chad.
Guy in his lawsuit. I hope he wins. Like I said, I hope he gets slaughtered like a pig. I think that he will. And I feel remiss not making fun of the Juju the cow shit earlier, because it's really clear now with Vito that he is afraid of any sort of direct criticism.
Is there evidence of this Juju the cow shit is the real question of this entire video. Because if Dick Masterson dresses up as Juju the cow and does Preston Poulter things like that, the internet needs to know this. I don't want to watch it and laugh at it. I don't want to watch it. I want somebody else to watch it for me and verify this. Yes, that needs to be known.
He's just going to deflect everything to his fat retard pedophile friend that sits next to him. And here's the great thing. Here's the funniest fucking thing ever. It makes me so happy. I know how this is going to play out because we've already seen it play out with the greatest problem in the universe. When Maddox sued Dick, he didn't just sue Dick. He sued a couple people. One of them was Asterios Kokkinos. Asterios was a comedian that he knew, he was friends with in LA. Asterios had made regular appearances on The Biggest Problem in the Universe. And when Dick did the Dick Show, Asterios went over to the Dick Show, and he continued to do bits with Dick Masterson over there. When Maddox sued him, Asterios did not make any money from the Dick Show. Dick Show was raking in $25,000 a month, if you can believe the Patreon. At least $25,000 a month, not including any other merchandise.
These guys have a $25,000 a month Patreon?
Nice.
Apparently.
Whoa. Well, yeah. Well, this is why they're doing it, guys. I mean, it's just a money thing.
He did say was making, so is it still making?
Oh my
25,000?
God! Hold
Probably
on.
making more now.
Biggest problem in the universe Patreon. Let's see.
He said it was the Dick Show Patreon.
They have nearly there's a Dick Show Patreon too. The biggest problem in the universe Patreon has almost 2,000 members. This always drives me crazy, and I don't know what to do about this because like. I was bitching to Cider about this the other day. This has nearly 2,000 members, almost $8,000 a month for this shit, right? We are putting out comic books on Subscribestar and like giving actual content, and I've got 23 subscribers. How do I get this for like good content?
Go after why?
Is that what? Jesus Christ, that's not the answer. There's got to be a way to get people on board with good content because this is shit content. This is like the lowest common denominator content, and look at how much money it's making. What the fuck? This makes me like want to keep myself safe.
Look up the Dick Show.
Okay. The Dick Show. Oh Jesus Christ! 15,000. Yeah, so he's got 25,000 between the two. Holy shit. He is getting rich off of this.
There you go.
Wow. No, it's not barely pushing 3K, bro. That's $15,000. 3K members. If I had 3K members for my comics, I'd be hiring like, oh my God, it'd be insane. It'd be insane. I'd be getting like Mark Silvestri to do my books. Wow. Oh, this is depressing. This depresses me so much. Oh, wow.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Dollar bill, y'all. Woo. Oh my gosh. And Patreon does not take that large of a cut. YouTube takes way more of a cut for the super chats and all that. So
I thought it was the same. I thought it was
jeez.
30%.
Is it? Hold on. What is it? Maybe I'm wrong. Percentage taken. 12%. Yeah. No.
Okay.
Not that big of a cut. Yeah. I have to make
Plus
lib
payment.
comics to do it. Pays to be
Yeah.
degenerate. I can't be degenerate though. That's the thing. I
payment
go on
processing.
Kickstarter too, and we're looking at what we're looking at from because we were looking at this the other day from Matt C. And Matt C. Oh gosh, this is hilarious. Should I show this, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay.
It already.
I would say it's close to
This is for you,
30%.
Dark Gift.
It's in its 20s.
This is for Dark Gift.
Okay. Because that doesn't take into account the process of what?
Oh my gosh. It does seem to pay to be degenerate. We were looking at this yesterday on my other channel, JDA Talks Comics. If you're in my other channel right now, you've probably already seen it. So thank you for helping me get watch hours over there. But there's a AI art Kickstarter right now called Hell Riot Cyberfunk Monster Hunter. Okay. And it's literally somebody just makes AI art nudie covers. And it's got $16,000 made off of 200 people. What's the dollar for backer on this? 16,052 divided by 235. That's like almost $70 per backer for this shit AI art that has nothing to it. Okay.
What is it? Like, is it a book? What is it?
It's a comic book. Look, here's what they're selling. Okay. Like, yes, it's just all these different covers. There's the shitty AI art, and people are buying this and paying shit tons of money off of this. Like, it does pay to be degenerate. Finish the null video. I'm sorry. I did go too far into into autism land. Let me go back to the null video. But isn't that wild? Like, degeneracy does pay, and that is the like really sad part about what we're trying to fight against, and this is why we're fighting against it.
Can I get this picture?
Yeah, sure.
Can you send it to me in an email separately?
It's an
Went over
NFT.
to
You
the Dick
can't.
Show, and he continued to do bits with Dick Masterson over there. When Maddox sued him, Asterios did not make any money from the Dick Show. Dick Show was raking in $25,000 a month, if you can believe the Patreon. At least $25,000 a month, not including any other merchandise. It's just Patreon, $25,000 a
Crazy.
month. And considering how much money Dick made over the lawsuit, how much attention he made over that, how big that was, and how formative that was to his podcast, Asterios really seemed to believe that Dick would pay for his defense. He would pay for Asterios to get defended, and that did not happen. He paid out of pocket, and he was fired from his company because his company was also sued. And since the company was being sued and they had to shell out for a very expensive lawyer, they decided that it was not worth keeping Asterios around. The value that Asterios added to their company versus what it was costing them to pay for this lawsuit was not worth it. And Asterios lost his job because of Maddox. And Dick did absolutely nothing to help him. He paid, I think, a little bit of money for like his bits and stuff, but it was not nearly enough to help him recover from the life ruination that Maddox tried to inflict on him, and quite frankly succeeded in. And now I know, sitting here watching this, that the day will come where Vito and Dick are independently named as co-conspirators in this torturous interference case or whatever the fuck that Eric July is going to bring against them. And when that happens, Dick will lawyer up, and Vito will lawyer up.
300K off
and
just
Vito
Patreon.
will pay his own costs, and Dick will not pay a fucking cent. And Vito will be scorned, sitting there thinking, "But I'm your pedophile henchman. I sit there and get called pedophiles so that nobody brings up the fact that you get fucked in the ass while dressed as a cow by women. When you try to set up your failed threesomes, you get fucked in the ass as a cow, and I get called a pedophile for it. That's not fair. You should be paying for my attorney." And Dick will go, "Nope. You're not getting a penny. You're going to defend yourself. You're going to bankrupt yourself. You're going to live on the fucking street. And I'm going to find another fat, greasy, dime a dozen LA scumbag pedophile to take your."
Yeah, I'm with you, Wilberforce. I don't think Eric will bring a case either. And I don't think there's going to be a lawsuit here. Now, Eric is, if he made a community post eviscerating Vito this morning. And I think Eric's, I think doing a lawsuit is against, because at his level, there's more exposure and risk to him than there is anything else. But him actually having a fight with these guys probably actually does help Eric, because Eric kind of is the victim of this. And he gets to, like, you know, he's very good at monetizing the haters, right? There's nobody better on the internet at monetizing his haters than Eric July. So I think he's better off not bringing a lawsuit against these guys. And I do think it'd be very difficult to win that at the end of the day too. So not even Mark Wade could get a loss against your boy Zach, when Mark Wade literally called up a company, told them not to publish your boy Zach, and they complied with Mark Wade. Your boy Zach still couldn't really get anything out of that lawsuit wise, remember? So it's difficult. Tortious interference is not an easy thing to do. So yeah.
Your place so I can keep doing my show and making my money, you dumb bitch. And I can't wait. I'm filled with so much spite and so much mirth in knowing that this is coming. I see it clear as day, and I just can't wait to see bad things happen to bad people. Chat. Those are my long overdue thoughts on Dick and his little game that he's playing with this dude who honestly, like, I don't know much about him, but if he's just making a comic book, leave him the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Just let the nigga make his fucking comic book. Is there a single reason why this nigga can't make a fucking comic book and make a dime off it? Is there a single fucking reason? Is there something I'm missing that I don't know about this guy where this nigga can't make a comic book? Can someone fill in the gap? What am I missing here? What am I missing about the comic book that I need to know that makes him a bad guy and shouldn't be allowed to make money off the comic book?
Jealousy,
crabs in the bucket. Is that it?
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just jealousy and envy. And it's very easy to fall into that, like being a smaller creator. I mean, I get it. I mean, I see some people get successes sometimes. And I go, gosh, why is that person getting success when my books are clearly better? Not in this case, but I've felt that before. But you try not to do anything.
I mean, it's one thing to feel that, and then there's one thing to be like, now I'm going to ruin his entire business and livelihood because he made it before I did.
It's not a good look, and you should never go out. You should never go out and say anything on that level. So. Because it just makes you look like an idiot every single time.
He's black. You think it's a racial?
But I guess they're making money off of it on Patreon, so I guess they don't care. So,
motivated thing. He's not a child, so they don't care about him. Look, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't fucking get it. He's now anti-woke. That's so fucking gay. Just leave him alone. I even said this at a certain point with Maddox. There's a point where he was banging on about Maddox, and I said, you really got to stop with this lawsuit. It's really obvious that he's losing his fucking mind, and it's gone on for too long. Find something else. And it's clear with this guy. But this guy, unlike with Maddox, this guy's in a position of power. He's at his peak. He's making he's getting along with his fucking comic book. Everyone likes him. Apparently, he gets around a lot with libertarian circles, talking about how fuck it.
And you know what? Met the guy in person. Super fun, super nice, super just charismatic and cool in person too. So I mean, Eric's just crushing it on every level, and he deserves it. So that's all. He deserves to win. That is, not deserves Vito doing his shit.
Okay, if they're gonna make shitty comics, we're gonna make our own comics. We're gonna make them better, and people like them. So now Dick is in the position of weakness because he's been talking about cuties and having Vito on his show for 3 fucking years now. So more power to him. I wish him. Honest to God, this man, he's a brother. I wish this brother the best in his future endeavors. Heard, shit. Good luck, buddy.
Oh gosh, Noel. Yeah, so that's that. So overall, pretty decent take. I don't know about some of those specifics. I mean, this is the Kiwi Farms, and that's how it is. You got to take it with a grain of salt. Ripa's taller, so I think so I'm like 5'9.5" ish, and so Ripa's probably 5'11", somewhere in there. So maybe yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But John,
5'9.5", John.
You have some life
You are
changing
not.
news here. Okay.
Yeah, I'm taller than Smiller.
No, this is pretty big. This is a whopper of a situation.
Okay.
That's right. Burger King must face a whopper of a lawsuit alleging the burgers are too small, a judge says.
Now that if they ran their fucking commercials with this picture, and not the fake little Whopper shit that they do that like makes it look good. Nobody would ever go to Burger King to buy their burgers because this is what it actually looks like.
Dude,
I went to Burger King.
Actual burgers.
I went to Burger King not too long ago, and they got a Whopper Junior. It literally was the size of a hockey puck. Like that. That was the burger.
Yeah.
Well, that's the Junior. Dude, I haven't eaten at Burger King in decades, but the Whoppers used to be freaking huge.
That's why
they're not
a Whopper.
Yeah.
Yep,
they're not
35% smaller than those marketed on
Wow.
television and in print. Yep.
Well, fuck Burger King. I wouldn't eat. Well, I don't eat fast food
You know,
anyway.
That's the same thing when you go to the
No.
store nowadays and you buy hamburgers, because it used to be like the 10 patties for $10, and the patties were like this big, but you go now and they're like this big. They're
So-
like
And they're
20%
$30
off.
because of Biden inflation. Yeah.
This is a class action lawsuit. This isn't just some
Wow.
weird. This is Florida, New York, Illinois,
It is totally
Michigan,
false advertising.
California, Connecticut, Ohio, Kentucky, Mississippi, Pennsylvania, and Arizona are very mad about where's the beef in that Whopper.
I was wondering if that bad idea was going to skirt that because they claimed they had Mark Wade and Ed Brubaker and all these people writing comics on this campaign. Then they canceled the campaign and then they ran it again. And it's it's like that totally. And those guys are not involved with the campaign,
Right.
so it's like that was totally false advertising. But it's interesting. It's like they made the campaign on Kickstarter, then canceled it. So is it actually false advertising because they're not selling that now? It's very bizarre. They're skirting the line, though. They're skirting the line. Yeah.
I don't think
You
do it
know
once.
what they
That's enough.
You know what they used to do with those burgers in the commercials so that they looked like perfect all the time in the commercial?
What's
they
that?
They would glue every piece together.
Vito
so
gives us a
that-
hail comics day from the chat.
Vito
is
is
comics
Comics
day.
Day.
They would glue every piece together, so this way, like when the person would pick it up, they wouldn't have to squeeze to keep everything inside the bun. They could like literally just hold it with their fingertips and bring it up, and it would still be in that perfect shape. That's why you never really saw them bite into the burger, because there was like a ton of friggin' glue in there.
They lied
Well,
to
how
us.
come the what was it, the Carl's Jr.? What was it? They always use the
Yuck.
really hot chicks just gnawing into these giant burgers.
They don't do that
Yeah,
anymore
but
because
you-
of
but you can't-
sexism.
Yeah, you
So.
can't have hot chicks on television anymore. Now you have to
That
have Uglos.
was prime commercial.
Vito, don't go at Eric July in my chat or I'm going to fucking time you out. Stop it. Jesus Christ. Just stop. This is not good. Ugh.
Tripling down, baby. Tripling down.
Why? Oh, it's just a headache all the time. I'm trying to sell books, Vito. You're not going to help me sell books by doing that shit. So if you go apologize to Eric July, that'll help me sell books right now. Well, anyway, Mark Wade is not involved in the production of this book whatsoever. I am. And so I wrote this wonderful 80-page Flying Sparks epic where you guys get Meta Girl's origin. You get some background with Meta Man.
He's
Who
gonna
you guys,
apologize on your stream. He says right now.
he's going to come apologize on my... Are you going to apologize to Eric July so I can sell me some fucking books? Come apologize to Eric July. And you better not like half-ass this.
Yeah.
It better be real.
And what you really should do, Vito, is take the fine-tooth comb that you've been going through Eric July's campaigns with, and
Yes.
go over to Ethan Van Sciver's campaigns.
Guys, we're trying to get this to $1,000 today. This has a Mike S. Miller cover. It's 80 pages of fun superhero stuff. We are replacing the mainstream industry as much as they're trying to say we're not. And we're doing it quickly. We're making on-time books. Hold on. And we're good guys here. And we are making them repeatedly. So this is our 11th graphic novel we're putting out. 11 full graphic novels since we started Comicsgate here, guys. So please check this out. Come in hard on Fund My Comic. You are it, because Fund My Comic doesn't have all that foot traffic that Kickstarter has. Kickstarter, I get random people every single day when I'm on there, and everybody always goes, "Don't go on Kickstarter." Well, I should be on Kickstarter is what it comes down to. No offense. But I'm trying to help out our good buddy Luke Stone by being on here. And you guys are the people who see this, because when I talk about this, you're the ones who see it and can click on it. There's no natural foot traffic here. We're trying to generate this, and we're trying to build this website so that it can become that in the future. And this is the beginning of those building blocks right now. So check this out. Flying Sparks, that's in the description. It is in the pinned comment. It's in the chat. You loved all the other books in Flying Sparks. You'll love this also. And don't forget, if you're new to the channel and all this, and you want to check out our movement, check out what we've been doing here. We've got a full 6-volume set of Flying Sparks right here. And we've got all of my comics, 11 full graphic novels, which will be shipped to you within the next month, right here also. And we also have Vito.
Hello.
Are you going to apologize to Eric July?
Yeah, you know what? I think I am. You know, a lot of things get said on the internet. It's not good. And I want to apologize for hurting Eric July's feelings. I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, Eric. You know, I know you're a sensitive guy. And it's not my intent, you know, to make you feel bad. So I hope we can, you know, bygones be bygones. You know, sometimes feelings get hurt. It's no fun, you know. You know, we all can be sensitive about certain things. You know, and I didn't realize how sensitive you are about, you know, your comic, but I get it, and I'm sorry. There you go.
So you did not send that email to that ministry group, correct?
No, and I hope he doesn't have to change the name of. Honestly, look, I don't want any creator to have to change the name of their comic book.
I'll be back.
I think it's a pretty baseless lawsuit, honestly. I
think so too.
My hope is that either here's what I think will happen, and here's what I think he should do is go to them and be like, listen, let me put out issue 3 under the name ISOM, and then just for the sake of avoiding anything, just change the name to Mighty ISOM or the Adventures. Like, give it a slight.
The problem I think they have is like
the character name.
ISOM is just a name. Like it's a person's name,
and there are
like,
other ISOM companies.
Yeah. Right. And so they're not some McDonald's brand that, like, you know, this is a Coke, you know, I'm drinking, right? You know, I've never heard of them until this came up at all. So I don't think there's real brand confusion whatsoever.
What they're pissed about is, like, they were obviously the #1 Google result for ISOM. Because I remember when he announced the character, I'm like, I started Googling it. And I mean, to be honest, I did go, is it associated with this, you know, the first result on Google? Because they're like a religious company or whatever. So that's the argument they're going to make, is it's like, well, you know, like, obviously I'm not an idiot. So I went, no, like, if you actually look at it, they're not actually connected. But like, my gut reaction was maybe, you know, because they had the same name, they had the URL, whatever else. Their lawyer's going to say, well, that's enough, even if one person.
Really, you were sitting there thinking, there's no way. I never thought that once. Come on.
Like when I first saw it, because I looked up the name. I'm like, what is ISOM? I wanted to know what the name meant.
There's that. Then you go to ISOM MD. Did you think it was ISOM MD primary care concierge? I mean, come on. Robert Isom, Karen Isom, Isom Online, Isom name, meaning, and ancestry. It's like there's a zillion different Isoms, and it's just a black name that's like a traditional black name of like people. Like, you know, it's come on.
Well, that's the thing, is
I
was trying to figure out. I didn't know what.
That's where it came from.
You don't know where it came from.
Yeah, it is, because it's a Greek word that means equality, and it's a black name because of that, and that's the whole deal.
Some people are telling me that it's a religious name, that it's ESAM is a biblical character, and that this is an alternate. I don't know
spelling of that. So,
look, at the end of the day, in my opinion, doesn't matter. Okay, but I would say obviously a comic character is different from a Bible school. They're not gonna interfere.
That's it right away, because you have to be in the same. You have to be in the same deal for it to matter anyway, and that's obviously not the same thing.
Their argument is going to be, well, we sell hats, he sells hats, we can't sell as many hats. I don't know. It's a thing where I would hope they would just go, I don't know what they want exactly. Again, I think the easiest thing to do would just be to make it say, like, Mighty Isom or the Incredible Isom or something. Maybe that sounds dumb, but at least that way there's not, conflicting marks being used. It could also be the kind of thing, they might just be bluffing. They might just be like, well, you know what? If you don't really want to change it, fuck it. It's too much of a legal headache to even do anything about it.
I would see that. I don't really see any, I don't know. They got concern trolled though. They did by that stupid email, obviously. Right.
Yeah.
So
like,
that's the
and I disavow that email. I've disavowed it already. Like,
thank you.
As you know, we have fun on the show and we fuck around, and fans, want to get in on it and whatever else. But at the end of the day, don't send emails pretending to work for me that might start lawsuits. Like, it just creates a huge headache. And I also think this is a stupid lawsuit. I honestly, that's the other thing is, like, nobody believes me when I say it's a stupid lawsuit and that I had nothing to do with it. And that's fine, whatever. It's the internet. You want to believe who's telling the best story. But
I do believe Andy Signor. Andy Signor said it best, that you are the biggest fucking attention whore on the internet. And if you did do this, you'd be going around laughing about it and going everywhere being like, I did this. You totally would.
Bro, if I did this, I would have went on the show and been like, everybody email that charity. Let's fuck up this guy's like, but I'm not going to do that,
Hello to my good friend
I did
Vince
offer, like, publicly to Eric. I said, bro, if it'll help you in any way, like, here is a statement. Like, I didn't have a lawyer draft it up, but I wrote it in the best legalese I could, saying we don't have a news department. We're pretty sure that, like, this guy seems to be an obvious troll who's fucking around. This email is not real. Like, please do not include this in any deliberations as to whether or not your mark is being infringed upon. I put that out there, and Eric told me, fuck you, I'm going to take you to the cleaners. And I said, okay, well, that's fine, but you know what? You still have it, and hopefully your lawyers can use it. Because, we're not, I gain nothing. I don't want Eric to lose his trademark. In the same way, I don't want to lose my trademark. I don't want you to lose your trademark. That doesn't interest me in any way. Do I want to criticize?
Why are you going at him over and over and over and over and over and over and over again? Like, every time I tune into anything of Vito's at this point, it's Eric July, Eric July, Eric July. Like,
well, when a millionaire says he's going to sue me
sick of it.
and sends every one of his YouTuber buddies at me, it's kind of on my mind, Like, there was a day where I went, a millionaire is going to sue me because he thinks I sent some crazy email. So, yeah, I've become...
Well, at least you acknowledge he's a millionaire. So there's...
Oh, absolutely, he's a millionaire. He's made plenty of money. So, yeah, okay, it's on my mind. And then when I go to him and I go, listen, man, let's see if we can figure this out. Can I help you out? And he goes, fuck you, I'm going to take you to the cleaners. I get a little defensive. And I go, well, okay, now I think you're an asshole because you don't actually want to solve your trademark dispute. You just want to punish me for something some asshole fan did. I understand being mad at that fan.
I've also looked at this shit, and where you're taking, I haven't seen him go at you and say, we're going to take you to the cleaners. He said, I'm going to take who's responsible for this to the cleaners. And so it's like,
had in the comments of my videos, and this is not an exaggeration, hundreds of his fans telling me Eric July is going to sue you into the ground. So I have to assume they got that impression from the video he talks about, where he, focuses on me and says there's going to be huge legal consequences or whatever. I go, well, everybody watched that video thought I was going to get sued. Yellow Flash guy told him, hey, how do we help you crowdfund a lawsuit against Vito? Okay, like, he's a major YouTuber. So I don't think you can fault me for thinking, oh shit, I'm about to get sued for something I didn't do. This sucks,
And you don't just think back off, like, we need to dial this down at this point. Like, why?
I have to protect my reputation at this point. If a guy is telling his fans, this guy's a liar, he definitely sent this email. Well, then I have to go, you know what, Eric, you're not listening to reason. You're being an asshole. Like, I have to be just as aggressive as he's being. But let's be clear. He put out a video that got 200,000 views accusing me of this. What have I put out? Some tweets to my, 25,000 followers, maybe a quarter of whom actually see anything I tweet. Like, I think I'm responding back in kind.
And again, it looks like you initiate from my end here, and I am friendly with you.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like you initiated like the vast majority of this.
I initiated criticism against Eric July because I think that he deserves criticism. I think that when a guy has the biggest indie book, the biggest, I know he doesn't call it crowdfunding, but the biggest, whatever pre-order book of the year, that like everyone should be talking about it. Why do I have a moral impetus to not, go, well, let's see if it's actually the fucking savior of the indie comic industry, as so many of his buddies are claiming. I mean, there's dozens of YouTubers saying this guy's going to destroy Marvel and DC Comics. Those are big claims. And I'm the problem because I actually went, well, I'm a bit skeptical of those claims. Let me see.
We are going to destroy. No, I think over time we are going to destroy Marvel and DC Comics. Now look, they've got their
overall indie movement over time could absolutely create something to rival DC.
Could and is going to. It's not even a could at this juncture, because you have people. I look. I go into comic shops. I talk to these guys. I pay attention to all this stuff. The comic shop owners, who are the big comic shop owners, say that sales are in the tank. It's a disaster. It's like they're phoning it in. They're not paying their talent. Things are really bad over there. And they don't know what they can do about things. And what's happening is we are sucking off and siphoning funds off of that every time we put out a book out here, like Flying Sparks, the companion volume, my friends, which you should back on Fund My Comic and siphon money over to Fund My Comic right now. This will help out all of us in the end when we get this here. And it is happening. And what's happening is Marvel and DC are getting less and less and less. And what's going to happen is Marvel and DC, the parent companies, which are Disney and Warner Brothers, those are not going to go away. Those are not going to die, right? Those are going to be movie companies, and they're going to license out these products. Ethan Van Sciver said this 2 years ago. They're going to start licensing shit out to other companies. And sure enough, a bunch of Star Wars shit already got licensed out to Dark Horse already. Like we're already getting to that point. IDW lost their license for Transformers and G.I. Joes. That's gone to Robert Kirkman, because Robert Kirkman is like one of the few people out there who can get stuff done. And so these people are losing their livelihoods. They're losing their licenses. They are destroying these companies. And we are providing a big alternative right here. And we're showing that we care about our customers. We care about the people in our chats. We're not these comic creators who are on our totem pole like Mark Wade, who just want to go, oh, you're wasting my time for emailing me. We don't do that to our customers. And they're seeing a huge difference there. It is definitely an avalanche, and we're just at the very beginning of it. I believe so 100%.
I want, and I have always want, I think the mainstream right now is poison. They are hiring activists and weirdos and morons. If you're a white guy in Hollywood trying to get a job, they tell you check back in 10 years when the racial dynamics have shifted again. There's a lot to be addressed. But I have my own ideas about what's going to lead the charge. And honestly, when people tell me the charge is going to be led by YouTubers like Eric Schley, I go, you know what? It's great they're getting eyes on comics, but when I look at guys I actually want to lead this, I look at guys like Ethan Van Sciver, John Malin, guys who have comic experience, guys who have storytelling experience. I'm fundamentally skeptical of what Eric July is providing to the space, other than a bit of hype. And the hype is great, and I can understand you getting excited for it. But when a bunch of people are going to tell me like he's the next,
well, when you get into the next book here. Yes, EVS for leader of everything.
EVS has done a great, let's be clear, EVS has done a fucking fantastic job of building this space. It's like, Comicsgate is fucking incredible. I look at, because as like a leftist or like a centrist or whatever you want to call it, my politics are a little more to the left. I look at all these sniveling activist comic writer F slurs, and I go, what the fuck is wrong with you people? They go,
this is where I want to go with this.
Yeah.
Eric does seem to have a broader vision for this, and the fact that Alpha Core, the next book here, has Eric July and Joe Bennett as a creative team together. I mean, that is A-list writing and A-list art together on a project. I mean, I think
Eric could genuinely, yes, hiring Chuck Dixon was smart. Hiring the Sakura sisters was very smart. He's made some smart moves. There's also some moves where I go, bro, the American comic industry, we know the numbers. You know the numbers. There's some diehard comic fans that are buying stuff, but at the end of the day, it's a small market, and the audience can turn on you on a dime. You need to run the leanest, meanest fucking ship you possibly can. You need to work with a skeleton crew. John, how many employees do you have?
None.
How many employees do I have? None.
I don't know. You got a big ass Patreon.
I have a big ass Patreon, but I don't have a social media manager. Obviously not. Look at the things I tweet. I'm a fucking idiot. I look at it, and I look at Eric July and I go, dude, yes, you had the big fucking hit right out the box. You're MC Hammer. You can't touch this. Like, all the money. Okay. And what did MC Hammer do after the big hit? He ran out and he bought the $10 million studio mansion. And you know what? The hits didn't come rolling in. Okay, the comic industry can give.
I don't think this is remotely comparable. So
I think
Not
this is
at
a
all.
guy who had a big hit out the gate, and he thought like the first 2/3 of the MC Hammer documentary, the money never runs out. The money can run out in a fucking second. So when he tells me we just hired another social media manager, we just hired a warehouse manager, I got 2 financial guys, I got 10 lawyers, I go, motherfucker, slow down. This is something you could extend.
Why is his like business your business though? Like, I mean, why do you think you would run a better business than him? This doesn't make any sense, Vito. Why do you care?
Posting all the time saying, learn from me, learn from my success. Here's how to run a business. And I'm telling you guys, most of you low-level comic guys, if you try to emulate what Eric July is doing, you're going to be bankrupt within the month. Slow the fuck down. Slow and steady.
Yeah,
wins
but
the
most
race.
low-level guys don't get like $3 million for their first.
Right, that's the thing, right? You know, that's a different league.
Right. So why is Eric July telling these small creators, look at what I'm doing? It's not an emulatable model. Okay, what he's doing is it works for him. It's a unique success that he can absolutely capitalize upon.
Could he be talking about his overall career?
I'm gonna read your chat, Jay Bama fan. Just chill.
I mean, if you guys want, if somebody wants to spend the next 10 years,
Everything's just scale. That's what Ethan says. He's
becoming
right.
a huge YouTube influencer. Yeah, I mean that's a possible strategy, but it's kind of an insane one, and the odds of success are pretty low.
It's lower just putting out comics yourself on Kickstarter without any kind of presence.
I agree. Honestly,
So, yeah.
John, I think you're as infuriated as I am that the success of the comic industry depends on how loud you can be on YouTube and Twitter right now.
But that is how it works. Yeah.
I don't think it has to be. I think we can get back to the point where good books, good stories, good art can get funded without the guy being known for, you know, making cool YouTube videos. At least that's what I hope. I hope we get to that point.
Well, we've got Flying Sparks, the companion volume, to start with this right now, my
Everyone
friends.
buy Flying Sparks.
I don't know if that's gonna help me. I don't know that that's gonna help me, Vito.
You're right. Don't buy Flying Sparks. Vito said don't buy it. It's the worst comic ever. Buy it to spite
That's
him.
better.
Spite
That's
Vito.
better.
I want
Vito.
I want everyone to succeed. I even want Eric July to succeed, as improbable as that sounds. I want independent media to keep getting made.
Jay Bama fan, thank you for the $2 super chat. He says, keep pandering, Vito. CG, the chat hates you.
I'm fine if the chat hates me. It doesn't. I'm not. This is not a popular. It is a popularity contest, but I'm popular with the people who want to buy my comic, and I'm happy selling to them. If I can only sell to my people, that's fine. Everybody, give John your money. He's a good guy. He's a smart guy.
Oh, don't say that. Stop.
John, you're the fucking scum of the earth, piece of shit.
Thank you.
And me and the other Biden voters, we're going to destroy you, and Trump can never win. I hate MAGA, and I hate you, and I hope your comic fails. All right, that's the best endorsement I can get.
That is the best endorsement you can give me. Thank you.
God bless you, John.
Wait, can you say you hate my
coming on and
I hate Mike Miller too. Oh, he hasn't done anything good since Injustice. That fucking piece of shit. All right. We'll do it.
Well, thank you, Vito. I appreciate you clarifying your stuff and yeah, just dial it down with Eric, dude.
I'm trying.
Dial it down.
I'm very defensive that a millionaire said he wants to sue me. But honestly, I think I'm getting tired of talking about it as well. So I hope it goes by the wayside. Have fun. Bye-bye.
Medicare's streaming tomorrow, Vito.
I missed that whole thing picking up my kid. Darn it.
You did that intentionally.
I didn't. I literally had to go pick up my kid. That's why.
Cider and Mike didn't want to be associated with Vito, and so they left me here alone.
I noticed that. I mean, I did I did turn my camera off, and then when I saw everybody leave you, I was like, all right, I'll put my camera back on.
They left me alone, chat. It was terrible.
I came back. He could have stayed and yelled at me for something. I don't know.
Well,
thanks. I don't know if I'm getting a dig.
That was that. So
I got Grokken 2 in.
I did too. So I'm going to read that today, and thank you guys for all coming on. And I appreciate you guys hanging out in the stream. I appreciate the chat, even the people who disagree. I appreciate you guys too. We are making comics great again. We are building a movement. We are going to be supplanting Marvel and DC. It's going to happen. It's going to take some time. We're going to keep building. We're going to keep making everything better every single time out the gate. And we're going to keep providing you on-time books by good guys with no drama. Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I thought that was your outro.
Oh, now
you
Ethan's
want to
here.
interrupt?
I'm definitely not ending the stream now that Ethan's coming on. Jeez, where's his button? Where's your button? It's been a while since I've had your button, Ethan. Where is it? Oh my God, I can't find it. This is what happens when Cider's not here.
Hi.
What's going on?
What's up, Ethan?
I wanted to come in here when Vito was here.
Well, I had to add you on a different account that's not yours get you on. Yeah, because
Andrea
there's your account, and then there's Andrea's account, then there's that other account, and it's like I'm confused at who to invite at this point. So Andrea has to actually tell you that you've got a DM for you to come on the show at this point. Yeah,
we have a complicated system of communication right now. She has to send me a buzzer. It's like, please check your email. We have a message from X. And that's what I do. Thanks. Happy to be here. So Vito, hold on, I want to say something. First of all, I love Vito getting blamed for this. I'm so entertained by it. Vito's like, I'm tired of talking about it. I love him getting blamed for it. It's so fun. I love him being afraid of being sued. It is terrific. What people need to understand though is that the Church of ISOM does need to protect its trademark. They have to do that. So this isn't like somebody tricked them into suing Eric July. That's not what's going on. They simply have a conflict here in terms of trademarks. They own that. Me and Dark Gift understand this probably better than anybody. You have to, once you have a trademark, you have to protect it. So if somebody seems to be infringing upon it, you have to contact them. And hopefully, the whole thing is, they reached out to him, and by the way, they prepared this lawsuit. You think they did this in 2 days? It didn't take 2 days. They were preparing this way before they got some message from some crank.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So they were already aware of this, and then when some crank sent them a note, it probably expedited the process. It probably had nothing to do with Vito, but I like the idea that it did. So let's keep saying that and blaming Vito.
I think there's a lot of that going on in the chat. I think people really want it to be Vito. That seems to be the case.
I think he thinks it might have been like there's some part of Vito that like is guilty about it, and he's not sure anymore if he's responsible or not. He comes in, like he's defending himself everywhere over it, and he's like, "No, you gotta believe me." I thoroughly am enjoying that drama. I think that's terrific. But people have to know it's not like people like if we contact the church and tell them not to sue, maybe they won't. If we tell them that it was just a scam by some trolls,
that's even worse. The more flooded they get with like people's messages and texts, the more they're going to freak out about it.
They're going to be irritated. So let's not be like in general, like they're not the enemy. Like obviously they're a church preaching the word of Christ to the masses. They're a huge ministry. They're not the bad guys. They're the good guys. There's just a conflict of interest here because Eric has hats that say ISOM and they have hats that say ISOM. And they own the trademark first. So really all they were doing is they were being very kind. I think Eric probably got really scared and he thought it was, part of a gay ops with 2 Ps, which I don't know what that is.
Now we have a drink with crazy here.
What's up, Crazy?
Well,
Royce?
You actually stayed live long enough for me to get here.
I know. So I've got a carpool for my kid today. So I'm like waiting for the carpool to get back to my area. So I'm gonna leave around whenever that happens.
Oh, you're using your kids as an excuse. No, I don't.
That's my timing. Yeah. Once my kids get home, I get off the internet. That is my whole deal. I do the family first. I try to stay off the internet when the kids are home, and that's the deal. So
there you go, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. How have you been? It's been a long
You're
time.
on Discord like all day long. What are you talking about?
Yeah, the kids aren't home all day long. They're at school.
My kids are home all day long, but they're homeschooled. So
yeah.
So anyway, no, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. So there's like flame war over on my YouTube channel right now. It's just holy fuck.
You got a flame war go? Is it the IG Mars shit? Did you see the IG Mars shit night letter that a drink with crazy got, Ethan?
Dude, he commented again.
Oh, dude.
He commented
again. Oh yes.
Get to the letter.
I just
let's
posted it.
To the letter.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me press the button.
Apparently, I struck his original comment, and
Let's do this.
That's.
What's up, CG Drama Alert Nation? Royce is getting more love from Totally Not Liam. So this is the first comment, Ethan. I'm going to just click on this real quick just so you see the scope of this. Just like this.
This is ridiculous.
Holy crap.
That's definitely Liam.
No. He says in his next one that he's definitely not. So
he's definitely not
Liam. He's going back and forth with. You can see it in the comments here. It should all be up in the comments on the YouTube channel.
Boomered myself here.
Yeah, that's
all right. So let's roll into the comments here.
Is
Igee Mars?
Liam? Is that a finalized thing now?
That's the speculation.
Yeah, and that he says he's not in the post, which I honestly don't care who it is. I just thought it was funny. So I
have a sneaking suspicion it's actual fandom, but
yeah, was actual fandom write pages and pages of? Isn't he a little more pithy than? Well, no, it's memes.
Like it sound that particular one.
Where's his comment?
No, keep going. You go back to more replies.
This is the one.
Yeah, then go under and it'll say click more replies. So there's 15 replies. Go down.
You have to click more replies.
Yeah, more.
Show more replies.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
He starts going back with. So
Art Gains for $2 Canadian says, couldn't Eric just have ignored the other ISOM? No, he can't. So when they hit him with the complaint, no, he can't just ignore it.
That's not how copyright and trademark work. Copyright and trademark specifically say that. And here's the thing. Here's the crazy part in the law. If you've ever read it, you have to defend it, and if you don't, you can lose it. So even if it's a lawsuit that you are not looking to win, you still have to put up a fight to defend it.
Right.
It's the dumbest thing.
It's up to the USPTO to turn around and say there's no conflict here.
It's not. It's not dumb. I mean, it is. You do have to do it, and it's not personal. So
exactly, but that's what I'm saying is you have to defend stuff that's not even personal. And
it isn't personal. So by comic skaters and everybody and Rippaverse fans attacking the Church of is it ISOM? What is it? The International School Ministry.
Yeah.
If they go after them like that, you're just kind of hurting Eric. Literally, they're just saying, we don't want to hurt you. We're sorry you chose a name that infringed on our trademark. We need to work it out in private. If they can't work it out in private, they're going to sue.
Well, and I did an initial video talking about it, just kind of sharing my thoughts. I was like, this is kind of weird. And I kind of poked a little bit of fun. And then when Eric came out and was like, hey guys, best that you guys not do that. I actually went and did another video on it because I thought about it for a few days and I was like, you know what? He's probably right. It's probably best not that the rest of his fan base or anybody on this side of the internet get involved in it because that can actually make things a lot worse. And that's never something that you want to do for anybody that you support. It's like, maybe we should, and I even said that. I uploaded a video on Sunday talking about it. And it was like, yeah, that's probably not a good thing to sit there and go after it. And if everybody's solving it with, lawyers are talking with each other and everybody's solving it behind closed doors, that's where it needs to stay.
Correct.
And it's just everybody wants to get hot and bothered on the internet, man.
None of us should have ever known about it.
Well, it shouldn't have. Eric came out and kind of insinuated that somebody caused it. Video.
No, the original.
He should have dealt with it first, and then he could have made a deal after the fact.
Well,
after he settled it with
the way that I saw it go down is that it was already getting commented on online. Like Eric hadn't even come out with anything, and then it blew the hell up, and everybody was saying stuff, and then Eric made his video.
You're right about that. Who discovered it and revealed it for the first time?
I don't know who discovered it. I saw Anna, that Star Wars girl, had said something about it, but I don't know who originally discovered it.
I saw the original discovery on Twitter. Somebody else had posted it on Twitter, and I showed it to Anna in a back room. I said, look at this shit. And then Anna made it more public. but it was already out there. I showed it.
Yeah, but it was already out there. So
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me read my super chat. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I think dumb AF. I think that's actual fandom would do this. He did make fake promo, so who knows? Is it? I guess this is IG Mars versus. Is it Liam or actual fandom? I still
he says
lean
he's
towards
not.
Liam.
He's.
Of course, he said he's always said he's not, but he is. That's what I
don't
think.
know.
Yes.
I don't know.
It sounds like actual fandom. Look at read this one thing he says. Lol, you can't take one part of an entire sentence out of context as it relates to that entire sentence, and in the totality of what I've said, add some basic snark and call it a win. I mean, yeah, you can do that, but all you actually accomplished here is a failure of a remark that you made because I hurt your whittled feelings. That's actual fandom. That's not Liam.
That's actually
fandom. You want to know something too? The person he's commenting to is my wife, and she is the best at pissing people off online that I have ever seen.
Liam doesn't talk like that. Liam doesn't say her.
Well, I keep telling you. What do you think? I keep telling you, people, act less on your emotions and more on whatever intellect you have left. After mushing your own brains from consuming content produced by crybabies,
that
get mad
because
it's
not Liam.
the speech. No,
I haven't. I don't care who it is. I
Liam?
don't. I haven't been on the John Delarose show in a while, and I figured I'd come say hi. So, and what a way to say hi! Hey guys, check out the crap that's going on my YouTube channel right now.
This is how actual fandom says it. I'm telling you, act less on your emotions and more on whatever intellect you have left after mushing your own brains from. I can't even do it. He sighs.
He's so depressed.
He does sigh a lot. Yeah.
So my favorite thing is when he's going at John Douglas over here. He's like, my original comment was struck because someone got sensitive, and I'm like, but it's here, and I don't strike comments on my channel. I never have.
What's interesting is the guy came in my back room because I gave him the link the other day, and it came up with no device, so I couldn't bring him into the actual thing. And then he kept ranting about how I was too scared to bring him in, and he clearly did that intentionally too. So it's really weird. He likes to cry about these fake things and then get everybody riled up about it too. Sci-Fi is Life. Thank you for the $2 super chat. He saw the case on Ripaverse Wiki account on X.
Ooh.
Yes, that's where I first saw it too. Actually,
that's where it was. That's where I saw it too.
Is that what it was? Yeah, I don't know. And like I said, so I don't. And everybody's acting like Eric went out and made something out of nothing. And I'm like, but it was out there, and people were jumping on it, and I think Eric was like, hey guys, stop jumping on it. We know about it. It's fine. And he did his video, and like I said, but the idea that everybody on the internet needs to get involved in what two companies are like, that's not the thing to do. And I understand the internet is the internet, how people work, but I mean, I think the sensible thing here is for just people in the fandom, just calm down, let the two parties handle it. Otherwise it could snowball and get worse.
You're asking for sensibility on the internet.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Dave B says sensibly for $5, and I appreciate it, bro. If Isom is a name, wouldn't this be like making a movie called Steve and getting sued by Steve's Plumbing? Yes, but if Steve's Plumbing owned Steve the trademark for his plumbing business, he would then have to do this. Right.
You have to defend it, even if you mean no malice by it. Even if you don't mean malice by it, the way that the legal code is written in the US, you have to defend it regardless. Otherwise, you can lose it. Even if you don't... Even if, again, there's no malice there or anything like that, it's a weird way that the legal code works. I mean, I understand why, but yeah, if you've ever read trademark or patent law or copyright, they're all pretty much phrased the same way, but in their respective areas. But yeah, they're annoying.
Oh, Jesus.
I told you guys. He commented again. Why don't you listen to me? I'm like, oh, no, he did it again. And you guys are just like, oh, okay. What did you think I meant? What is it? You saw the first one. I mean, this one isn't as bad. But
author John A. Douglas, who's a good guy with On Time Books.
Yeah.
My original comment was struck because someone got sensitive. I'm going to rewrite it. But for now, I'm going to get to the biggest point of what I said earlier.
And it's not struck, obviously, because the thread still exists. It's still there. replying to the comment.
Yes.
I'm very confused by this one.
You're here acting like the third fat kid behind a big bully of the middle school, dogpiling on with this idea that I'm Liam Gray, when I've already proven I'm not him.
He is not proven. He's not him.
This will be news to you, John. But I've already challenged your betters to a contest as to who I really am. The deal was once I proved I'm not Liam Gray, they'd have to totally back out of indie comic scene, period. And do you know what happened, Jaws? None of them had the spine to shake on it. So what does that tell you? What does that mean to you as you sit here in your moldy chair, looking over the notes of another boring cookie cutter? Yes.
What the how? It's like, yes, I'm going to stake some people's livelihoods, my employees' livelihoods, and all of this because I called you somebody that you aren't. Like, yeah, that's totally fair. That's
totally
a 100% fair trade. It's like, all right, all right, bros, if you're not who I called you, cool. That's, I guess a lot of people use fake names on the internet. That's awesome. Like, who?
You won't do the least amount of work to make it stand out from tens of thousands that have already been produced, that your betters knew somewhere they couldn't accept my challenge despite being so sure they knew what they were talking about. So now you put up or shut up. Once I prove I'm not Liam Gray, then you must prove donations of $250 to a food bank of my choice and another $250 to the ASPCA. If I am Gray...
That sounds like Liam.
It does sound like Liam.
Yeah,
I was going to say that part might sound a little bit like him. Yeah.
Me?
I don't, dude. I vaguely know who this guy is because John forced me to watch stuff while I was on a show.
Roy, this is John Daker for $10. Here it is. I have proof I'm not Liam Gray. Show us. No. Who else acts like that?
I don't even know who this guy is. I don't care.
That Nerd Wonder put out, was that a consensual discussion?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
that was
It
with
was an
employee.
encouraged and engaged. I can show,
it.
in fact, that I was not the initiator.
Show it then.
No.
No.
What did I you know, I was a lot less confused.
That was the best live stream that I've ever seen in my life. I've watched that live stream probably 8 times.
I've seen it like 4 times too.
So good. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I love Liam. He unblocked me, by the way.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
He unblocked everyone. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not.
No, not me.
I said hi to him in his chat the other day, but and I checked back and my message went through.
Mine do not. I checked.
Ethan, that's a new channel.
No, he had me blocked on the new channel too because I watch all of his videos. If I know he's streaming, I'm there. I'm watching him. I love him.
He's the best. Oh man. Then I'll back the next 3 campaigns you put up to the tune of $1,000 each for your campaigns to one of those choosing. So what's it gonna be, Jowls? Have you read this so far? Since you know so much, back your words with deeds. Balls in your court. Make it quick. And if you don't make a decision, then maybe keep quiet from now on over things you know nothing about. Good? Cool. So here's John Douglas.
Shit.
Big Dick John Douglas right here.
I love John, dude. John don't give a shit.
This is what no pussy does to a man. Get over it.
Oh man.
Oh geez. So I don't know. You guys think it's actual fandom now, huh?
No, but
does it matter? I mean, does it matter? Like, I love people like this because we get to read their comments, have a blast with it, and it's like that. Comments like this give us extra content, and that just makes me happy.
It does.
Like,
yeah,
it does.
It's freaking hilarious.
It's like
for me.
Yeah, just for JDA pretty much.
No. I do a live stream every single Sunday, and I read, because I'm a small enough channel, and I read all of the comments on all of the videos and use that to engage with my audience that way. So people can come in, leave their thoughts on some of the things that I'm talking about throughout the week, because some of the stuff I talk about is kind of, bigger, grander ideas, and some stuff's just straightforward. Or we get into fan debates over what we thought book or whatever. And I do a live stream every Sunday, and I read all of the comments, and then stuff like this people show up to that live stream. They're like, dude, we saw this comment. We're waiting for you to read it. So like crap like this definitely helps me out. It's great.
John, I noticed IG Mars 8131 has 4 subscribers. Do you happen to be one of them?
I don't think so. Should I go subscribe to this channel?
Oh, God.
The channel doesn't have any content.
Wait, go there, go to Google's or whatever. Go to click the. Want to see who they like and who they follow. They don't have that hidden. Oh no, they've got it.
Where'd I
hidden.
go on this? They got it
Well,
all
you
hidden. Oh, here
used
it
to be
is.
able to
Hold
see
on.
who they've. Yeah, more about the channel.
More about this channel.
They used to. April 23rd, 2021. So this. All right. So this it's a ghost account for somebody.
For sure.
Subscribe.
Yeah. Subscribe.
Everyone go subscribe to IG Mars.
IG Mars.
Oh, I love Jabba.
Jabba, the ender of streams, for the £2 says the mystery of IG Mars is better than the truth. Oh gosh.
Yeah, that's gonna be one of those things. If it's ever found out, it's gonna kill the whole myth. It's gonna be like, oh,
He's the man.
Is Vicky flipping out at you again, Ethan? Is this a thing?
No, Vicky's flipping out at
Eric July?
All Caps Comics. The All Caps
not
Comics
you.
account, not
Yes.
me.
Andrea.
You know, that's my Andrea, the employees. You know, they run that account, and she's flipping out at them.
She is.
Mm-hmm.
Why would she do such a thing to your
About
nice
blood, honey?
employees who are just shipping out some late books? Why would they do that?
Shipping out some late books. That's why.
Yeah. Okay. So where does this go? Okay, so let's where does this start?
I don't know. She's been at me all day long. I really don't know. Like
Not
she's
you.
got a
Not
she's
you.
got a bunch of different things. That is brilliant, by the way. Tortoise interference is fucking awesome.
That is really funny. Yeah.
That's AI art.
That's really funny.
And AI art might go somewhere.
Little Common America love here. Chuck, did you slide the goalpost around? July sold 32,000 books. Okay.
Is he up to like
What do you mean
$6
move it?
billion bucks now?
Yeah,
I mean,
total.
between the two
Yeah.
campaigns?
Total. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So
July sold 32,000 bucks, not counting the charity books on principle. It would barely make it into top 50 of a month.
this is not true at all. Vicky has no idea what she's
Well,
talking
it's
about.
not a pamphlet.
It's
Oh,
not
yeah,
a pamphlet either.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a $35 book, which is like unheard of.
Graphic
It's not even a
novels, so-
trade.
It'd be in the top. It'd be in the top 1 of trade paperbacks. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Thanks, Vicky. So Vicky's going today, retweeting Dick Masterson, of course.
Cover D is the mass market cover. So what the F are the campaign exclusive covers doing up for sale on July's website?
Only available during the campaign. He just probably forgot to remove it. So,
Do you think he's
I
going
wanna
to
hear
remove it,
about
John?
Vicky's trim.
I think he is going to shut those down because he's gonna click print at some point for the print run, and he's probably going to shut down the ones that are the
Already printed.
that are the exclusive.
Yeah,
Are
he's
they already
probably
printed?
just selling off the overprint.
I guess they are, huh? Yeah, whatever there is off the overprint. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess they are printed. Maybe someone explain.
Okay, so there's another comment on the Eigee Mars thing.
A new Eigee Mars?
Yeah, no, it's not a new one. It's another person. He goes, "Hey, Eigee, been watching them talk about you on JDA. It's hilarious. Smiller could immediately tell you weren't Liam. He's like the genius of Comicsgate. He was actually, oh god,
the genius of Comicsgate.
Now they're stoking some flames here.
More confirmation that Mike S. Miller is, in fact, Comicsgate. Ethan, did you see that
Wow.
Mike S. Miller officially joined Comicsgate by doing a cover for a Comicsgate project on Fun by Comic?
Mike has always been Comicsgate, whether he likes it or not. I keep telling him that. He doesn't believe me. Mike just doesn't want to associate. Mike just doesn't want to associate with me. He thinks Comicsgate equals being my friend. He doesn't want to be my friend. Unfortunately for Mike, Comicsgate means more than that. Comicsgate means basically you're blacklisted by the mainstream comic book industry, still producing comic books in spite of it, and everyone hates you. And that's definitely Mike. Everyone hates
Yay, a
Mike.
new definition. Let's add it
that's
to
what
438
Mike.
to
There's
the ones we've
Mike.
already-
That's kind of what it always has been.
That's kind of where it came from, right? But you ask different people different things. I mean, if you say to Mark Wade, Mark, is Mike S. Miller Comicsgate? What's he going to say? He's going to say who?
I don't care.
And then I'm going to tell him,
I
and
could
he's
ask
going to
Mark Wade
say,
his opinion on
"Oh,
Christians,
that
and he'd have a
guy's
completely different
Comicsgate." Yeah,
understanding
you
of what a
bet.
Christian is.
Should I text John Layman right now and ask if Mike S. Miller's Comicsgate?
Yeah, maybe you should. I mean, ultimately, the thing about Comicsgate is that it prohibits you from working in the mainstream by association, and they kind of decide who's Comicsgate. Like Doug TenNapel is still Comicsgate. All these guys are still Comicsgate. Can't do anything about it. I just took it and made it mean something cool and something good. Unfortunately, Mike got rid of all the cool and good stuff, but he still got the shitty part of it where, you can't work for the mainstream and everybody hates you, but he's still Comicsgate.
Do you want me to go work for the mainstream? Is that what you want?
Yes. I would love that.
Anyway, Mike did a beautiful cover for this. It's on Fund My Comic, guys. Please check it out today. Support our channel, support our efforts in making awesome comics. And we will get this out in just a couple of weeks here as we are just doing this companion volume for what we have to close out Flying Sparks. And then we'll be moving on to our next awesome Comicsgate venture.
I'm glad you're doing Flying Sparks again. I love that comic. I think that's a great book. So I'm glad you're doing more of it.
Thanks, E. Yeah, this is going to be it for now. Then we're going to we're regrouping and going to do a 90s style team book called Strike Force Ultima next year, which is going to dovetail out of the events here. And so we are building this into a big superhero universe because that's what I like to do at the end of the day. It's fun.
Oh.
Unlike Vicky.
Vicky's cracking on the Comicsgate Comics logo, which is like
what's wrong with it?
I don't know. Poor EJ Moore just created it, and I said, "Will you design the cover for John Malin's book?" And he came up with that. Now I looked at that and went, "That reminds me of the Marvel Comics logo. It's just Marvel in white letters against Ahsoka." I like it. It's striking. It's fine. Having said that, I'm not a logo designer at all, and so I like the simplicity of it. These people are acting like
I thought Jim's streaming tomorrow night. Is it tonight?
I would make the gap between the top letters and the bottom letters a little bit smaller, maybe half of that, because it's
you
like
bring comics up tighter.
Yeah, or the Comicsgate part down a little bit, one way or the other.
Well, poor EJ Moore.
So like the top of the black line over comics is kind of like the line that's holding up the.
Closer, yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So just okay.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'll have first of all, EJ Moore just came up with it. He is like crying in my comments because he's so sensitive. He doesn't take criticism well. And he's just like, please just get rid of it. Don't use it. I'm like, no, fuck these people. I'm using it. I like it.
Matt Barr is right there and available. Literally
it's not,
right
there. There's nothing wrong with it. Like and like any logo, anybody could nitpick the hell out of anything to death. But if it works, it works. That's the thing is, does the logo work? If the answer is yes, then it's good logo.
Yeah, to me, like I like it. I think
it's very easily readable, simple, and I like that too.
Well, it's easy, it's simple. And a lot of people like to go over the top with their logos. You don't need to go over the top. Just simple.
The old breathing definitely okay. Creators we like. SJW Captain America. It's like a store brand Dynamite logo. Okay, well, Dynamite's a big company that's been around for a while, so spectacularly mediocre. Corner Morg, he hates everyone and everything, but does a good logo. Why should they commission a new logo when there's a perfectly good one they can use for free? I don't understand that. Should I understand this reference?
I think it means drugs or poison. I think in the 80s you'd put that on poison so kids would stay away from the cabinet.
Gotcha.
I remember
Interesting. Hosman Socrates, a wonderful chat connoisseur here, points out a great thing. Yes.
Oh, yeah, gosh, Matt Barr,
if you want angry.
Matt, if you want to take a couple tweaks at it, that's cool. You know, I'd like to see what you do to it, but I really like the spirit of it. I think I like the simplicity. Everybody thought it was going to look like the All Caps Comics logo, but that's meant to look like a fast food logo. I don't, that was the idea behind that. I don't want that for this. I want it to be simple. So if you want to fix it, that's cool, but it's staying the same.
In the ecosystem of Comicsgate, the word exclusive has its own meaning.
Oh, this is it. The Cyberfrog Blood Honey with the exclusive new variant cover for the first part of an epic Cyberfrog story. I'm pouring my heart into this. I worked at DC Comics as artist of Green Lantern, Flash Rebirth, Sinestro Corps War, DCU Rebirth. I can promise the highest quality and a lot of fun. And so, yeah, okay. We ran a 1-week campaign to give $10,000 to a men's cancer charity. That's nice of you, Ethan. During that period, you could get the book for $25. We paid the charity and used the rest of the money to print as many more copies as we could. Okay, so yeah, these sold for about $100 each. So 4x in the aftermarket. Cool.
Yeah,
Sold
I really
out.
think, I don't know why she's mad about this. Like, I really think we did everything right with the Salamandroid variant.
Yeah.
It's still the most limited. I think there are only 2,000 existing. We did donate $10,000 to the men's cancer charity because what's his name? Mike McCone wished comic skaters dick cancer. So we
I remember that.
Male cancer center. So we did that, and then we printed as many more as we could. I think we might have had 1,000, maybe less than that, like left over, and we sold them all for $100 each, and sold them all.
I'm building a thumbnail for my live stream tonight. I'm aware. Okay, you guys okay? Trust me, I know what's going on. I'm aware, but I got a live stream that I got to get live, and like I'm here with you guys because I haven't been here in a while, and I was trying to work.
Just let you know.
No, it's I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm lazy, or maybe because I thought it was another cool way to shout people out. But like I do my live stream on Wednesdays, I call it Comic Shop Wednesdays because, well, traditionally in the U.S. that's when the new stuff hit the shelves, and obviously there's more than just comic books. But I do that, and what I like to do is I like to go just grab some of the images that people are leaving in like my Twitter thread, which is where I pull all the new stuff from. And then I put all that in just a collage as the thumbnail to kind of like, so other people can kind of see the artwork that's getting done and stuff like that. So I don't know if it's correct or not, but I don't know. It's just, I like
Yes, you did it.
You know what? What I haven't done, Ethan, is I've got all these Miss Sashi variants where I have like a few copies left from every campaign. I have not put them up on eBay for more yet for these old Flying Sparks things. And I think now that Vicky's giving you grief over this, I'm going to do that over the weekend. So
well, she's not giving me grief for doing it now. She's saying I didn't say I was going to do it then. She imagines that when I said exclusive, that just means I'm going to make the books for the backers and then cut it off. And I guess, I don't know, keep the profits.
And then burn the rest of the copies or something, right? Yeah.
No, I think just keep the profit. I don't do that. I take the backers' money and I make product with it as much as I can. And I sell the product. Therefore, if this costs, $8 to print, and I sold it for $25, why wouldn't I just print 3 copies instead of just 1 for that $25 and sell the other 2 for $100? It doesn't make sense. That's what you would do. This is the cover she's complaining about, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's my business model, and it's working out. But I guess she thinks it's like a grift and a scam, but I disagree with her.
Well,
I think I was very upfront about all of this.
Vicky's such a great businesswoman that she can't even keep a job with her sister.
Well, hold on.
So
you do know what the word exclusive means, right?
Yes.
So it's not exclusive.
Well, it is exclusive to that. Well, no, it's not limited. It's exclusive to that campaign. You see, Wreck Planet J. Lee is not exclusive. It is on all of the subsequent campaigns that I've launched since. This was exclusive to this one campaign. It was just the campaign only had this variant on it. You had one chance to get get this comic book for $25 through an Indiegogo campaign. That's it.
Right, but exclusive would mean it's not available for sale anywhere else.
That's your interpretation. I would say it's not open.
When you have a Target exclusive, it's only available.
He made the he made the one print run. You have some extras after the print run.
That's other people buying it.
No. I'm not saying that.
This is aftermarket.
You can go to the store to buy it on Target, or you can buy it on Target.com. You can buy it on. It's just only available at Target.
Right, that's Target.
I'm only Ethan. It's only available here on this one campaign. This is it, and any aftermarket, overprint sold for $100, and we said we were going to do that.
All right, as long as you said you were going to do it beforehand.
Yeah, we always say that we're going to do that. That's our business model.
Jeez, boys, stop fighting. Thank you.
I'm just saying.
Geek Gateway. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Hail JDA, hail EVS. CG is better than DC and Marvel. I 100% agree with you. Thank you very much. And that is
especially
this is
since
a
we have
positive
Mike.
thing. I want to, yes, I'm glad Mike's part of CG officially again. And you can be too. If you grab Mike S. Miller's variant cover, it's not even variant cover, it's just the cover for my new book, The Flying Sparks Companion, that's in the chat now. And this is how I want to end the stream because I have to go pick my kid up in earnest. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks, Ethan. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Dark Gift. Thanks, A Drink with Crazy, who's streaming a little later today. And I hope you guys will go over to his channel because it's amazing. And thank you especially to the chat. You guys are the best. And thank you to the people who read the books and keep us in business. And yeah, definitely thank you to Vito. Great content. And IG Mars. And everybody. And Liam. There's more Liam tomorrow. We'll be on then.